Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Speed Gaming 3. This is a Super Metroid, a Link to the Past combo, a randomizer race. This is hard mode, 553 fast Gannon, which means which means you need 5 crystals to open up Gannon's tower, 5 crystals to defeat Gannon, and 3 Super Metroid bosses to get into Torian. I'm Crazy Gamer, and I'm joined by KR. KR, how you doing?
Hi, Crazy Gamer. I'm doing pretty well. We have Kaide Rikawa and Flip Heel here, two absolutely amazing runners, and I can't wait to see some beautiful gameplay from the both of them.
Indeed. So, with the latest update to SMZ3, we have the ability to play a lot of different modes, and that includes reduced crystal and boss requirements. So, seeing this will make for some interesting gameplay, and I'm looking forward to it.
Not only that, but for those who do not know, the Metroid tokens are now randomized, so you don't always have to beat all 4 Metroid bosses to get access to Turian in normal modes even, because now they can also have crystals or pendants. And just like that, Zelda bosses can also have Metroid boss tokens which grant access to Turian.
Indeed. Okay, we will be kicking off momentarily.
And it looks like we're starting off. Both runners are going to go to Super Metroid, and I'm banking on the fact that they're likely going to go to Link to the Past because there's only 2 checks here in Super Metroid at the moment with nothing. Link to the Past generally has more checks to go to, although
Hmm.
it is definitely a risk that it might be worth taking if you don't go to Metroid.
Yeah, generally in community races, you'll want to just go to the places that have the most amount of checks.
Yep. And we see here both of them going to Super Metroid. Princess Zelda skin and ZSS. Love both these skins. Let's see what is on Island. Ooh, Sword on Island!
Save that for later.
Looks like nothing of consequence on the house chest, but from here we can go straight back. Looks like both are taking the castle play. Did I just see 3 Metroid tokens in
I saw at
there's 3?
least two. That was Eastern and Hera. I missed Desert.
Yeah, so did I. Maybe our tracker tonight returning on tracking. It is Maidwalk Herd.
Yep, so apparently that's 3 Metroid tokens in the Light World.
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, sorry, Sanjay. Mad Ewok Herd. That makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. Uncle
I
has
mean,
power bomb?
that's one way to pronounce it.
And
All right,
both of them.
nothing at Uncle, so it's time to go to Sync.
At least we got our Sphere Zero power bombs out of the way. Sank having space jump.
Hmm. So that's easy gauntlet access once we get back to Super Metroid.
So remember, we do have to at least have Metroid or Screw Attack for it. Or Morph Ball.
You've got power bombs
Sorry, I meant Morph Ball.
and Morph Ball, yes. So down the line, but actually in hard mode, I think the wall jump is. I don't know if the wall jump is in logic or not.
The wall jump is in logic in hard mode from what I remember.
Alright, so Kaide is gonna do the hula hand, which you usually don't see in SMZ3, just because there's just a lot more stuff to get, and money's a little bit easier to get, but here we are.
Thanks, Nate. If you correct someone, it's the opposite. Great chess. And I do like the hula hand play here, especially on what seems to be a low rupee count seed. Just because you can get those easy money checks, Bottle Vendor and Kakariko. Early bombs guaranteed. It just makes the early run a lot smoother if you don't get anything.
So like the bottom 3 pixels, but it looked like a heart piece in at the Lumberjack ledge, so probably not gonna come back for that.
That looks fair to me. And going into Mushroom versus what looks to be the back of or bottom of Kakariko on Kaide's side. And a heart piece on Mushroom, and yeah,
Yep.
confirming again,
Yep.
three
Yep.
Metroid
So
tokens.
Kaide's taking the bottom to top route and trying to get a bomb from the 50-50 bushes and just coming up blank on those.
But this is why we buy Houlihan. That way we can... Alright, there's one bomb. You can guaranteed buy 10.
And the one bomb actually gives you access to the shed that can give you more bombs. So don't even need to buy bombs here.
Absolutely, but it looks like we got... I remember Flipio, I believe, got an 8 bomb drop. And it has the 20 rupee pull, which I believe is just one enemy for 20 rupees of pull. So this is a very quick grinding spot. And makes that Houlihan play, unfortunately, a lot weaker. Not that Kaido can see that right now.
Yeah, it's generally why you want to check the tree poles and the crab, and the bush crabs before you do Houlihan. Like, usually if you do Houlihan, you want it for a specific purpose, like Zora or such.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Again, just having that extra money can make a lot of difference. But yeah, I don't think I caught what's on the library either, but we will get another chance when Kaida goes. Super missiles in back of bar or tavern. And Metroid heavy, I believe it was exactly mirrored too. Super missiles, E-tank, E-tank, super missiles.
And
Maybe
those
it's
E-tanks
set.
can be important in hard mode because hell runs in Upper Norfair may be required.
You know it. Hell runs are always fun. I did not catch what was on Chicken Hut though, so if somebody can enlighten me, Walk, thank you very much. And yep, as I thought,
I
seeing
don't think it
that
was important, otherwise chat would be blowing up.
a chicken was PBs, that's nice. Again, just 10 PBs, very solid number for Gauntlet. Once you get Morph Ball, so I could definitely see an early Gauntlet.
Reserve tank, which does count towards a convenient bottle, because we are right here in town. We can just check the kid right away.
Beautiful, beautiful check. Again, gives us some extra health for SM, and reserve tanks do help out at least with something. A lot of super missiles early on, and bottle one for Sick Kid just makes, again, just makes Kakariko a lot more convenient, especially if Sick Kid can luckily give us Flute. And that just puts Kakariko almost out of commission.
Let's get everything out of the way.
I think both of them are going to check Sick Kid right now, so Kaide's going to get there first. We'll see what we got.
Just bombs when you already had all the bombs you could carry.
We do not like blueberries this early in the seed. Or, I guess this late in the seed, to be honest.
6.5 minutes is late.
Or, blueberries? Yeah. And yes, and Nico, the tracker is part of the reason why the upcoming Key Sandy races are marked as no stream.
Alright, so we expect that Flipeel is going to check the library, which we'll get some eyes on that. Shovel. Alright, well that's
Oh,
gonna be
thank you,
interesting.
Sandra's. You did let us know. But yep, shovel confirmed on library. That is something you might want to come back for. You don't know what's in there yet.
Flipeel's gonna check this blind, which is usually, like, more often than not the right play, because if it's marginally good, you're here, you might as well just finish it off, but if you check it from the bottom and it's marginal, you're not gonna go for it.
Yeah, but that's still enough time. And you don't even have to get the prize. Yep, a fetch quest and a fetch quest. You got that right, Thoron.
Alright, so Flipeel is likely gonna take South Shore checks now.
Yeah, looks like it. Whereas Kaide's gonna get the triple heart piece of disappointment. Nothing new up here, but if we see a heart piece, it is unfortunately not good for us. Oh, that is a heart container.
Still not gonna go back for it, though.
Oh, absolutely not. It's not worth doing Aghanim for.
We may need to do it for Dark World access, but in SMZ3 it's usually not necessary for that.
Very rare, and I bet it would be rarer in a 553 too. Just considering Dark World access can be gone through with both Meridia and Lower Norfair.
Mm.
And another heart piece! Yakaide deciding to pick up one. It does help to have a little bit extra health in the start of the game, especially when we get to the Andy Crabs.
Right, this will be our first look at Mini Moldorm Cave, and there's 5 items here.
The first of what I can, actually, sorry, third of what I consider 4 hype caves. Even though we only named one of them hype cave.
Paradox and yeah, an actual
Sorry,
hype cave.
sorry, third of 5. Paradox and actual hype cave being 4 and 5. Pow,
Ooh,
glove.
all
That's
right.
1/3 of the way to Dark World access.
Mm-hmm. And that has some interesting logical implications. So the glove by itself puts Zora area into logic, and it puts the back of escape into logic.
It doesn't even put Zora area into logic. It only puts one check in it in logic, which is Zora. So now is when we might want to go for Houlihan if we're Flipio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but going up to Ice Rod Cave, whereas Coyote's about to hit that beautiful, beautiful mini Moldorm Cave that gives us exactly one good item, but it is an item we very much want.
Ice Rod Cave is just missiles. So let's see where Flip Heel takes the glove.
If I were Flip Heel, I'd be doing this exact same play. Go from... Oh no, that's a death! Oh
But
no.
was that okay?
Possible purposeful death to get into Metroid?
No.
I don't know, that does not seem good.
I didn't see where that was. If I assume it was outside of Mini Moldorm Cave, and the interesting part was there was no save and quit there, so um, they may have to come back for that glove.
Right inside Mini Boulder Cave. Morph Ball! Oh, that's gonna be detrimental. Mini Boulder Cave gets you your Morph Ball.
Well, they're gonna have to come back for that at some point. It's just a time loss.
Yeah, coming back for it now, I think. Just going through the Metroid portal again. But Back of Escape did have a key, that is true.
Alright, Flipio's now gonna go towards the eastern area. We're gonna check out Saha's closet and maybe take a dip into Eastern.
At this point, if you're Flip Heel, I think you can safely take a dip into Eastern. One, just because of the caliber of runner you are. Two, you have enough bombs. Kaide, I think, getting a decent... I don't know if this is super speed, but it is a pretty... I think it's faster. Ooh, Green Panda confirmed in ice.
Mushroom.
That is
That's
interesting.
one more thing to do.
Yes, one more thing to do, but it also puts us near Zora.
It does.
So we can put that off and go to Zora. That would be an interesting thing.
It looks like Flipio is going to take the dip into Eastern. Can't complete it without a bow, and but it is an amount of checks that could be good.
Yeah, 3 items in Eastern, nothing to scoff at. And it's, you know, the first dungeon, so it's relatively easy compared to the rest of them. So, not as much risk in here as, say, Pod or even Thieves Town.
And this is Sphere 1, so there could be something necessary here.
Absolutely. Again, beginning game access is always a dangerous territory to be in.
First item is just 10 arrows, so nothing really to speak about there.
That is unfortunate. And Kaede about to get that too. Grinding just a little bit more money. I think it's a smart decision considering you now have... Or, no, Kaede does not have Power Gloves. Just went straight for Eastern, so he doesn't know that Zora's in Logic.
I would imagine that Kaede is going to go back down to Mini Moldorm Cave sooner rather than later, because I would imagine that there's probably not going to be a lot here that's going to really open things up, so really the only option would be to go back down.
I really hope so, just because so far it's ammo drops, and that is it in Eastern, so we could definitely see one more thing happen, either in the next chest or Big Key chest, Vanilla if they decide to go for Dark Room.
And we've already seen 2 items, so third item really can't be anything huge. We already know where the morph ball is.
Big key on here. For some reason, that's always where I see big key in Eastern. Whether it be on my runs, restreamed runs, or just runs I'm watching on stream. That's always big key chest, like the randomizer big key chest.
It's all 3 items.
That is a very, very sad Eastern. And I think at this point you're going to Metroid because, well, Morph Ball at least puts some things in logic and you have enough power bombs to do Gauntlet.
So Flipio's gonna Agena at this point?
Clown Defense, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Oh, no, this is Mushroom.
Wait, Mushroom?
Yeah, this Whirlpool takes you right next to the...
Fake
right
Flipper.
next to the... Yep.
Beautiful Fake Flipper from Flipio. Indeed, the trek inside went south. And, yep, kinda going back for that Power Glove.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Flip Heal did a save and quit right before this, so they could save Scum the Mushroom if it's nothing.
That might actually open the way for Fake Powder. If they save Scum the Mushroom. If he saves Scum the Mushroom.
Gonna take it, and that's, you know, it's early, so you might as well.
Yeah. You might, yeah, health is better early than late. Kaida gonna finally grab the double arrow. Oh no, double capacity upgrade, 5 of them being bombs, but Power Glove, and then 10 more arrows.
Where is Flip Heal going? The mountain.
Oh, this is a play. This is a play.
So it's out of logic because there's no lamp, but if you know the route, you can easily get up there.
Yeah, if you know the route, plus you can check where you are via either bombs. Probably the most dangerous thing you can do is check with bombs, but it is something, it's possible.
And because we have Flip Heal's audio, he's using the buzzer from "you can't use this item" to figure out where he's going.
That is genuinely genius. I could never. Just shows how the caliber of these runners. And wow, gets through with Old Man. Again, I know Flip Heel's been running this one for much longer than me, and that's a sword.
Pretty good.
Wow, rewarded for your lampless with better darkroom navigation without a lamp.
And without a sword, because usually you hold onto your sword spin to, you know, make the little spark appear, and that's how you get through that room. But if you can do it without, that's even better.
Absolutely, and it looks like Kaede is going for that same fake flipper. One more. There you go, that's it. So I think we're going to see the same play of Mushroom, possibly into Dark Mountain as well.
You can also check the back of Escape, which is an easy 3 checks, and I would imagine they're going to do that before the mountain.
I don't know if only to get that warp point. Spec Rock is super missiles on the inside. Confirmed right now.
Yep, and worth picking up when it's early.
Absolutely. Plus it helps with ammo on Mother Brain and Ridley. Especially both are required.
Alright, this bomb jump is a little tricky, but
beautifully
easy.
executed.
Alright, so I would imagine Flip Heel is now going to go to Upper Norfair, where they can explore a little bit with the Morph Ball, but only 2 E-Tanks. I thought they picked up a reserve at some point.
2 E-Tanks in reserve, but the reserve has not been filled.
You're right.
And just a red rupee on Croc Escape.
So I believe with 2+1, the Hell Run 2 Ice Beam is in logic.
Is it now? I would not... Oh, half magic. Very nice find.
So High Jump Boots is stacked with just the first 2. We picked up Ether, we're gonna pick up half magic.
And that's a triple. You might not have Charge or Plasma, but this is early on. I would grab it for possible microwave.
Appeal passes it up, and we'll see if that comes into play later.
I really hope so. Plasma beam's my personal favorite beam, and knowing that microwave's a thing just warms my heart.
Alright, so Flipeel's going to take the save here, and when you have the minimum amount for the Hell Run, I don't blame this at all, and we're probably going to see the Hell Run to ice.
On the other hand, we're seeing front of escape from Kaide, so we're gonna see some new checks soon. So we definitely gotta pay attention to that. And yes, it is important to mention that this norfair is a sequence break still, because he still did not have access to Mountain, or
Right, right.
unless he could have gotten access via Red Bryn.
Yeah, I think that's in logic.
So technically in logic, but the way he accessed it was sequence breaking and passing up blue mail in
Yeah,
Crumble Tower. I think that
it's
makes sense. You just don't have the health for it.
yeah, and resets because doesn't have enough health to get to ice.
Yeah, that's total sense. That makes total sense to me. I think at this point, if you're going for this, to have something. I've not seen much in front of us. It looks kind of barren to me. That keeps going with the map, so I'm thinking Dark Cross might have an item too.
Lapeel is going to forego Ice Beam for the moment and head on up to Red Tower.
I wonder why he doesn't check what Ridley has though, because we do have the new boss requirements, so I think he'd want to check Ridley. And yes, Key, I believe, was in the back.
So too. So, but this is going to be it's going to be a crate fight.
Okay, Kraid makes more sense now that I think about it. 1 and 2, I think gonna go for the Death Warp on Kaide's side, and Kraid is gonna be just another hard tank disappointment.
So Kaede is going to take the Death Warp and go to the front of the castle.
Yep, I think that just makes sense. They're gonna go back of escape, and again, both these runners are very skilled. Both these can do swordless escapes at this point. Or swordless dark rooms, I should say.
Yep. Kaede is going to go to Dark Cross, not find the key, and then probably take a save and quit, and probably check the back from Sanctuary.
Absolutely. Now, one of my favorite games, not it's my exact favorite, but one of them, is Kraid going to prom tonight.
Very nice quick kill.
Very, very nice quick kill. Kraid again not going to prom tonight.
And that was crystal number 1.
So that's 1 of 5 required. And just a bomb capacity up. That is interesting that Flipio takes the bomb capacity upgrade here.
You might as well. There's no item fanfare. It's a quick thing.
Yeah, it's a quick thing. Ooh, bottle in Dark Cross.
It's a nice safety, but we already had a bottle.
And just you predicted Kaide's gonna go and probably find that morph ball in back of escape sewer exit. And just a missile pack in Kraid's warehouse.
Yep. Still early, and until you find charge, you pick up whatever ammo you can.
Absolutely, hell, even after charge for me. I say, pick up as much ammo as you can. It's much quicker to do Mother Brain via whatever DPS you can get.
Alright, so Flipeel is now going to go up Red Tower and check the few amount of items on the way, and good to know that space jump early means you can check X-ray right away.
X-ray immediately, plus having a few options on Spazer if you choose to do so. Having access to Upper Red Tower via Space Jump makes things a lot easier. Yep, Kaide following suit, not realizing, well, I think realizing, but choosing the slightly quicker way to get to Mountain at this point in time.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. You're either doing this to get to Upper Norfair, or you're going to the ship and you're doing either Gauntlet to check the 3 items on the way there, or you're doing criteria to Green Brinstar,
Uh,
and etc.
You could also do criteria to Red Brick Star, which to me is a slightly weaker play at this point in time. Rather than just going straight to norfair because you get that warp point linked to the past. So I completely understand why they're doing the small sequence break here.
Interesting. Flip Heel is not doing X-Ray and going up to the top of Red Tower, where he's going to find Alpha PBs and 2 other item locations.
I really like this sequencing, actually. I think that he's going to come back down, do X-Ray, then go through to Green Britain.
Yeah, going to wreck ship at this point it's a tight fight with Power Suit and 2 tanks.
Yeah, Phantoon can be very demanding.
And this is a farm which may signify that he's going to wreck ship.
If there are people that can do it, it's people like Flippio. Yeah, and I've seen 2 tank wreck ships before. Count me out.
It's tough, but the best runners can't do it. I think it's part of a new route for Super Metroid.
Yeah, it's unfortunately Alpha PB seems to be a little bit off. It's nothing really good for us today. Well, we do take ammo, which is nice. And as we were talking about Flip Heel, Kaede does pick up the sword from Old Man again, doing a beautiful, I want to say, bottle again. Dark Room, picking up Ether, and getting the high jump check. I wonder if Kaede will choose to do the X-ray pickup. It's not that much time loss, and it could get you major time save against certain bosses.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, Flip Heel took the safety save in Red Tower, which absolutely screams wreck ship.
That is a very interesting save to take for me, because if it doesn't work out, keep in mind these enemies also do 40 plus damage, and while you can avoid them pretty easily, you could just as well hit them by accident.
Yeah, I don't think Flip Heel was taking the save for the side hoppers. I think he was taking it for Phantoon.
Absolutely, no. Phantoon makes total sense with the...
With this loadout, yeah.
This loadout, yeah. Our tracker brings up a very good point, saying that it's possible that Flip Heel reset the ether. Did he save before?
I think he saved before making the run. I think he saved after he got out of... Oh, I can't say that for sure. He may have saved before going into high jump. We'll have to see when he gets back into A Link to the Past.
Absolutely. And this does make a lot of different save options. Right now we don't have... Okay, he did save after HJB. Tarthoron confirmed in chat. Thank you very much, Thoron. So we guaranteed have half magic and ether on Flip Heel's side.
Right, so won't have to come back for that, which is good.
Love seeing that. Alright, it's again time for probably my second favorite game in this seed. What? Actually, my favorite game in this seed type, because we don't have to play Gannon's Big Key anymore. So is Kraid going to prom? Make your guesses in chat, everybody.
Again, well, it's going to be a blink and you miss it type of thing.
And a beautiful quick kill on Kaede's side, too.
Look at that.
That is amazing. Also, I will say, regarding Kaede's skin, I love the representation for Trans Pride this month. We know it's Pride Month, so happy Pride, everybody.
Yep, I've seen that skin in a few different races, and it's good to see. Alright.
And we see power bombs on Wreck Ship.
The third one's always important, because in case you don't find charge and you don't find ice, well, less so much charge, but ice specifically for Torian, you need enough power bombs to kill the Metroids.
So spooky missiles giving us... Oh!
Farming supers.
Farming suit. That is
Oh,
interesting.
missiles? Never mind. I thought they dropped supers.
They drop both.
Oh, he's got 167 energy. That's you definitely want more.
Yeah, if you're Flipeel, you're definitely grinding these harmless enemies while you can. Because after Phantoon, they break out of their cages and become a little bit more of a nuisance. And Coyote finding out the slightly disappointing crate warehouse as well. But
Alright,
going into...
it's two, yep, 227 is enough.
Yeah, 227. If you're a top runner like Flipeel, like Coyote, this should be good. Looks like we're seeing the Spazer check from Coyote up here. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit unless we want to try to make that jump. But I think just choosing to wait to safer play, and in a race sometimes safer can get you the win. Alright, let's see that stun. Ooh, that's not quite the most stun, but we do get at least a little bit of damage off on Phantoon. We see a very visible hue shift.
Yeah, you're looking for Dopplers. You're looking for good patterns where you can really get Phantoon to stay in place and then hit him with multiple missile shots that make him... that you don't want him to disappear, basically, like right there.
Right there, that got quite a few in. So we're getting more into the red phase. And we are seeing an X-ray check from Coyote. Flipeel skipped this check, so it's very possible that this could put Coyote in an advantageous position. Alright, just a few more hits left on Phantoon.
Flipeel's got to be careful.
The health must be so relieving for Flipeel right now, because otherwise...
Yikes.
Without that 20 health, Flipeel would have died on Phantoon, and we do not like seeing that. A great 300 rupees on X-Ray, by the way. This puts Zora a lot easier. True. Tarthorine did say that is Crystal Flash ammo, too.
Alright, so that was crystal number 2. And
so 2
now...
crystals out of 5 required.
And,
And,
alright, let's see what the rest of the wreck ship holds for us.
I will say, at max ammo, currently Flipeel has Crystal Flash ammo, again, as Tarthorine said. And that is important for later on.
Especially if a hell run is needed to find Varia.
And this is why I don't play on hard. That being said, these enemies just drop power bombs for a missile. That's a trade I'd make.
The trade he's going to make a few times. Because you're going to need quite a few power bombs in order to get through the rest of the wreck ship.
Wreck ship is very power bomb hungry, and I think we're going to see alpha beta power bombs on Coyote's side too, before possibly a Doppler play of what Flippeel's doing and rushing wreck ship.
Yeah, it's right here. You might as well.
Very welcome in wreck ship to get even more power bombs.
Yep, and crystal flashes are just a good insurance, just in case things go horribly wrong.
And we really hope they never do.
Hey now, that's a hook shot.
Out for an early wreck ship here. 2E tank wreck ship, fully in logic. But I don't think many people would do it. And hookshot is East Death Mountain access. It is, goodness, possible 1 in 3 Swamp Palace requirements, I believe.
And, logically required to... Oh, actually, maybe not even required, because I was going to say, well, you needed to, get over Moldorm too, but we're in Fast Gannon, we're probably not going into Gannon's Tower.
True. The other thing, though, is that it could be required for any amount of dungeons. And it
Hmm.
certainly doesn't help for speed either. Or it doesn't hurt for speed.
Yep. But even in 774 seeds, if your pendants line up the right way, you may not need hookshot until you get to Gannon's tower. So we'll see what the rest of our dungeons look like.
That is true, and we're seeing, I believe this is Sponge Bath, if I remember correctly. Oh no,
Um,
that's coming up right now.
mhm.
Yeah, because Sponge Bath being the room, with the sponge-like things in the water.
Yep. Alright, so this is going to be the check of Wreck Ship E-Tank. I don't know if Flip Heel took the safety.
He did.
Okay.
And Thorn makes a very good point. Oh,
Oh,
our Titan's bits in Sponge Bath. Well,
oh, we're
yeah,
not resetting that.
absolutely not. But again, Thorn makes a great point, and I just had this happen in a seed where it was my West Dark World access from Meridia.
Indeed.
And that was what got me up to regular Dark World access back then, so this could very well be the same. Are we going to be looking at flight checks in Criteria right now?
Looks like this is going to be Criteria Power Bomb check. May turn this into Gauntlet as well.
Goodness, I hope so. I love seeing early gauntlets just for fun purposes. Just a missile here, but we like taking early ammo.
Yeah, I don't mind this other safety save either because 92 energy with the rest of the attic to go is a little dicey.
Attic is definitely dangerous. I like the Coyote right now is taking that refill and free save. Just Gauntlet is Gauntlet. We know how dangerous that can be.
hmm Ops not to, though. Coyote is going to head back the other way, probably going to make the wreck ship play.
That makes sense too. Wrecked Ship is definitely an energy-hungry energy area too. And just now, I forgot to mention, we saw Flip Heel do a beautiful clip.
Yeah, just lay the power bomb at the right spot to hit as many enemies as possible.
Absolutely, again, that too. But he actually clipped, but just a little before he clipped through the floor up to Attic, and I thought I should mention that.
Yep, that's something you'll see a lot of runners do.
Absolutely, but it's still great when you get it first try. Flip Heel making a very smart decision when it comes to these robots here. And
Can't be
deciding,
reckless with 97 energy and a power
absolutely
suit.
not. Especially, ooh, okay, those beams only do 5 though, so you should be fine taking 10 here. Just make sure you don't get hit by the enemies outside.
Being a little bit more deliberate with the movement here, and that's absolutely understandable.
Ooh, but just missing that 20.
Yeah. Thing is, if you go for the 20 and you get hit, that's a minus 40.
Yeah, better that than the minus 60. Gonna somewhere Flip Heel. And Kaide's just coming up on Phantoon now.
So Flip Heel is going to check missiles in the sky first. Wondering when he's going to check Wreck Ship Reserve.
Especially now that it's speed booster locked, you're gonna want to see if you need to come back or not. I think, though, he might do it after checking this heart piece.
Yep.
See how Phantoon goes?
So Coyote's going to have a little bit of a better fight because he saved at the ship, and that was a full refill, which included the reserve tank.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for Coyote, though, it doesn't look like the pattern's going to be that good. And Reserve is just a bottle, so Speed Booster is not required for a revisit. Bottle 3, yeah. Are we gonna get Doppler glitches? That felt like a pretty good phase though.
Whoopie's going to take some more energy here, and even though you have space jump, so bowling isn't going to be terrible, it's still, you want the insurance.
Kaede's down to his last 125, by the way, on Phantoon. And they were not nice in giving him health until now. Alright, that is some good Doppler. Good? Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, well, compared to what I can do. But Phantoon giving a long pattern with a short eye open.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's just a little bit too little. Could this
And
be?
nope.
Oh no, that is game over for Kaede. A massive setback.
When was Kaede's last save? Oh, the ship.
Yeah.
Alright, so
At least it
back
was a
to it.
ship.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I think is a very smart play to make. Knowing that ship, if I'm Kaede, I might even be going Gauntlet here rather than Wreck Ship again, but
Nope, going back to it.
yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, and at least now you know that, like, spooky missiles is nothing, so you're just gonna beeline it straight to Phantoon.
Absolutely, gives you a little bit more ammo, gives you a little bit more, hopefully, health. And, you know, skip the blueberries. And just a heart container, but
Ooh, that's an ambitious pass.
leaning hard on the Bryn skip indeed. Yeah, and that's an ambitious pass, but again, Flip Heel can do it. I mean, they're not top runners for nothing. They can skip health and probably get hit a lot less than us. Well, me.
So I assume Flip Heel is gonna do the Bryn loop now?
Would make sense to do Bryn loop, and yeah, power bombs is important anyways, so still grabbing those spooky missiles. Beautiful mock ball, saved a little bit of time there. Definitely going for the refill, and hopefully going to go for the gauntlet into Bryn loop.
Kaede's gonna try Phantoon again, and hopefully we'll fare a little bit better this time.
Phantoon Part 2. We see Flip Heel retracing his steps over here. That seems to be, not his steps, but Kaede's steps, grabbing those extra missiles. Going up to 40 now.
Power bombs lit up means probably gonna do Gauntlet.
Oh, I hope so. As I said, I love early Gauntlet. I think it's a challenge, but I think it's one the top runners can do, and even people like me can possibly do, with enough practice.
Yep. 3 tanks plus enough power bombs should be good.
Not to mention space jump. That is definitely a factor in being able to float above this acid. Again, 80 damage per second if you get stuck in it with power suit.
Kaede had to burn the reserves and down to 20.
Last 20.
Oh, Crystal Flash in the middle of the fight?
Oh, that is
Nice.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
That was a clutch Crystal Flash.
Unfortunately, it does mean that he's down to 1 power bomb, so hopefully the Phantoon can drop some.
You only need 1 power bomb to get out. You're fine.
Maybe to get out, but you want to excavate Wreck Ship.
You can farm the power bombs from the enemies that are in the right side.
That's right. Thorn's absolutely right. You do not get iframes during a crystal flash. So getting hit just little enough, and that is lamp for logical fire and light.
So we know that the trip up the mountain, or yeah, the trip up the mountain was in logic because Gauntlet was logically accessible from there.
It was logically accessible the minute we got Morph Ball, and I'm very glad somebody took it because that is lamp. I think a very smart grind here, just grabbing the little, I don't know what to call these, but the nests over here.
Yeah, you don't have regular bombs yet, so having more power bombs is always good. Could always farm fire fleas down in Green Bryn, but this is fine too.
Yeah, it's, it's a relatively quick frame. It's a relatively quick one, so, going into the first mock ball you learn, and of course this time it's in logic. Alright, we're skipping that. Kinda getting his hook shot. We love seeing that. And yep, placing that power bomb right there so you can explode both the capsule. Ooh, gravity!
Nope, you want that.
Imagine if it... Ooh, that's another E-Tank. You definitely want that.
Minimum 3 to beat the game.
3 to beat the game. And now,
So don't have to worry about any Suitless Meridian nonsense, and it's going to make things a little bit easier for our runners.
And now we're looking for 4 more E-Tanks if we want to attempt stand-up. And if not, we're happy here.
Yep, we still need a little bit to get to stand-up, though. You need to find Charge Beam, then you need to find more beams to make it worth it.
Absolutely. But again, if we find those along the way, why not?
And comment in chat is correct. We do still need to keep Hell Runs in the back of our minds because we still have not found Varia yet. But thanks to gravity, we can find Varia in a whole bunch of other places, like in Meridia.
Combine that with the Dark Room and Logic now. Could help. Just missiles in the Atagoon Trap Room. And Kaede just got out of Sponge Bath with the Titan Smiths. So it looks like they're pretty much all caught up on items.
Yep. Mitts were in Wreckship E-Tank.
Attempting the
mock ball out of this room, and it's a much tighter window than the previous mock ball.
Absolutely, the previous mock ball and even the one into ice is a lot looser than that one. That is a very, very, very tight window. I've tried it, have not completed it yet.
Practice it; it's good. It does need practice though.
Nice. Oh wow, that was a very quick clip from Kaede. That was... Yeah, that was... I know they all do it, but I don't think I've seen one ever that fast.
Friday has a lot more ammo, so they can be they can clear out the enemies in the attic a lot more easily.
Not to mention a lot more health. Remember,
Yep.
we were on Flipio's side, he was over at like 67, 87 at some points. I just got this yesterday for the first time. I was so excited. That Sports One skip.
Yep, there's a lot of different setups for that. So once you get one down, it's pretty consistent.
I'll be honest, I just winged the run-in setup, and somehow I got it twice in a row.
Perfect.
But hey, at least we figured out the setup, and that is, I believe, more super missiles on Spore Spawn. So that is vanilla.
Again, reasonably close to the magic number for being able to skip Charge Beam entirely. You generally want
Four
60
more
supers.
packs. Four more packs. First try wave gate glitch too.
First try every time.
You know it. Fine, just a little more disappointment. Yeah, this time he takes the heart container. You're here. It's quick enough. Why not?
And as we alluded to before, there's a lot of tricks in Super Metroid that are required, or at least can be required in hard mode, and that skip is one of them.
Absolutely. That is a hard mode, very specifically hard mode exclusive logical piece right there. Oh yeah, we can't do waterway. Why was I thinking waterway was a check? We don't have speed booster.
Keep it in mind for later when speed comes up.
At least we have the beginning of easy mode waterway, and Quake is now in Greenbryn.
We don't know our medallions yet, but getting more is good.
I believe we now have a 66% chance for each of them to be in Logic once we get Dark World access, and well, access to either of them. And we have completed the Bryn Loop. Welcome back to your destination, Red Tower.
Let's see, yep. Flipheel's gonna go to X-Ray at this time.
I wonder, actually, if we go back to after X-Ray, do we go to Blue Bryn? Because I believe Flipheal just skipped Blue Bryn already now.
That's an isolated check now at this point. There's a lot more opened up with Gravity Suit, so I would imagine a dip into Meridia first.
That is true. There are a lot of places, I believe, and well, there's enough places in Blue Bryn that can be worth it, but, you know, with the Blue Bryn into Criteria loop. But, definitely makes more sense at this point. I would agree to go into Meridia, just because, as you said, there's a lot in Meridia.
So Coyote's cleaning up Brick Ship, and he's gonna probably start his Bryn Loop now.
Again, I wonder what this Bryn Loop will contain in terms of the routing, because we know that we have almost immediate gravity.
Well, I think Flipheal is going to be doing what you suggested and go into Blue Bryn.
Again, it's just a series of easy checks, and you can go into Meridia almost immediately from there because you just go right back down to Red Tower from Criteria.
This is true. This route will isolate Shaft Supers, though, and that's a concern that's also going to be, yeah, you have to take into account if you're doing this.
That is true, but Shaft Supers are also extremely accessible from Criteria.
That's a Cane of Samaria.
And that's Cane of Samaria! Oh, we love seeing Red Cane on really any Metroid. I love the sprite. I love the sprite for it, to be honest, for Metroid, so it's always a pleasure seeing it here. Choosing to skip Alpha Missiles. Probably gonna do it on the way back.
Yep.
Choosing to skip that reserve tank makes sense to me. Yep, as we see Kaede going for that gauntlet play, we'll skipping the first one, so we might actually get more explosiveness on the second. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays Room, everybody, and it's just $20 this time. I just realized, did Flipheal actually take the shield or no?
Nope, he skipped it.
Good. I remember his profile pic a lot of times is just saying no to shields. I'm glad to see him stay in character.
Yeah, Blue Bryn only really having the Cane of Samaria here.
But it's Cane of Samaria.
Which is good, but may not be necessary because 553.
That is true, but it also helps with a lot of skips.
This is true. So Kaede picking up his lamp from the back of Gauntlet, so it's a good item to have.
Yep, and we're seeing our first look into Retro Mother Brain. Laser Mike 553 means 5 crystals required to enter GT, 5 crystals to fight Gannon, and 3 Super Metroid bosses to beat Mother Brain. And this is also a fast scan C, which means Pyramid is open the minute you see Dark World.
Right, so we will probably not go into Ganon's tower tonight.
Yep, GT is the equivalent of a pendant dive.
Granted, there's 26 items, but none of them are required.
Absolutely, but you know, if you want to go for it, be my guest.
You might find some good safeties there.
Either safety, you could find Varia in there.
Assuming Varia was not required for progression.
Well, it could be not required. It could be required for progression and still be in GT. That's the beauty of fast scanning.
Ooh, that's a Moon Pearl.
Moon
So
Pearl in 230.
So that is Dark World access for Flip Heal.
Indeed, that is full Dark World access. Dang.
Probably gonna check Terminator and then double back to A Link to the Past.
I believe
Or-
Flip Heal
or-
I believe already did a Terminator check with the goodness.
With the back of Gauntlet.
Back Gauntlet, indeed.
Alright, so this
Yes.
is Bomb Teresa then.
Not exactly Tarthorn. We have access via Meridia to East Dark World, right?
Yes, but we don't have flippers.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And DGT can have progression in this mode. That's what makes this mode a little bit different. And sometimes a little bit trolling. And that's right. We don't have speed boosters, so we don't quite have East Dark World yet.
So I'm wondering though, because if GT opens up at 5 and Ganon is open at 5, do you still need, is there even still a possibility that you need to have something to beat the game if the requirements for Ganon and GT are the same?
Absolutely, you could be missing Fire Rod, you could be missing Book of Medora for Desert at this point, you could be missing Eastern, you could be missing Bow for Eastern, you can be missing a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, we'll see what the seed has for us then. Flip Heal is going to be giving us our first look at East Death Mountain.
We're already 2 crystals up too, so it's very possible that if we get a Death Mountain check, and Ganon's Tower and we happen to have 3 extra crystals next time we're up here, we could see a Dark World, Death Mountain.
Just cash in the first 2.
And that is definitely enough money for the scammer.
Flip Heal, heads up play, gonna buy some bombs.
Definitely has enough money for it. I would completely take this play too. And Mission Impossible coming up now for Kaede. I don't remember this being anything.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it's just money. At this point, you have enough money to beat the game at over 610 rupees. Yeah, you need 710 rupees to beat the game with every check if you're not buying anything, if I remember correctly. No, that's a lie, because you have to do chess game and shovel game. Paradox looked like a bust to me.
Oof. That's usually not what we usually see out of Paradox, but we've got one more check on the side here, and that is Spiral Cave, which feels bad for not having the boots.
Yeah, but Hookshot can help at least with the enemies in it.
Speaking of, we have Dark World access, and we're on the mountain.
We can choose to do Dark Mountain with Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave. So we do have full access to both of them.
Yeah, so that's another 7 checks that are relatively close by.
That is true. Yeah, that... Oh, and Spike Cave too at this point.
No
We don't have
hammer.
enough health. No oh yeah, it needs hammer.
And also no invincibility item. I don't think they picked up the cape or the Cane of Burna, so that's not an option yet either.
They did not, but they can buy potions.
Thanks, game.
Ouch! Ouch! And Kaede picking again up the wave. I think at this point, just retracing Flip Heel steps for a little bit.
Yep. And Flipeel, as we sort of expected, is going to visit the east side of Dark Death Mountain and probably give us a map check, which is... Let's see, pendants are Thieves Town Pod. Green pendant is Ice, which we
Ice.
knew.
We did know
The
that.
last Metroid boss is Swamp, and Red Crystal at TR.
So it looks like quadruple crystal in Metroid, so it's very possible we can get all of our crystals in Metroid first and just get whatever we need for the other things.
And
Yeah.
if I
Boss
counted
tokens.
correctly, I don't think we saw 2 red crystals in Hyrule, and, so
Beautiful hook clip.
one of them is probably in Metroid.
One of them's
Super
guaranteed.
Metroid.
One of them is guaranteed to be in Super Metroid, either on Dragon or on Ridley. Best case scenario, it's on Dragon, so we can get a. Oh, Ridley has the other 5-6 confirmed.
Ooh, there's an Ice Rod in Super Bunny Cave.
That is interesting if Turtle Rock is required, because that is a 5-6 crystal. And Kaede picking up the Kinesamaria here.
To check out the medallion requirement for TR, it is...
Bombos! That 33% chance, so we don't have Turtle Rock access guaranteed, even if we do get Hammer. Let's see. Oh no! I feel so bad for Flip Heel. Trying to avoid shields.
That felt like a rage sort of hook shot at the chest after that.
Oh, it totally was. But between the milk tank and the shields, I don't really think I saw anything useful in Hookshot Cave either.
Flipeel was doing a little bit of a think before deciding on Sync.
Could this be a Thieves Town Skullwoods play?
I think so.
If I remember correctly, Swamp was... We had, oh yeah, that's right. We don't have the tracker markings for pendants yet.
Yeah, Swamp is the 4th Metroid boss.
So just so everybody knows, the question marks are the bosses with the boss tokens on them. And the Metroid bosses are all crystals in this seed.
It's going to be Skullwoods first. Can't get to the back. We don't have Fire Rod, but there is an amount of items in the front.
I don't really know if I like this, just because it can be that Fire Rod's in Thieves Town. And Skullwoods is a crystal.
Yeah.
And although Skullwoods crystal, while Thieves Town's a pendant, so you get less punished for dipping out of it.
Yeah, a lot of runners consider Skullwoods to be sort of overworld, so they'll do this first just to get it out of the way, and then come back to it if it's required.
I guess that makes sense to me, but, you know, with Thieves Town being right there, plus overworld of Village of Outcasts, it just seems like it had a lot of low-hanging fruit that you could grab before Skullwoods that could help just fully complete it.
Yep, well, here's the play, so let's see how it pans out. Flipeel trying to get the grab to easily go back, but missed that.
That's unfortunately. And we're gonna see a Shaft Supers check, so let's see if speed boost is required for this one. Thoron's right. Flip did forget he had Kane there. That's one of the things that makes Kane really good in Skull Woods. And just misses on Shaft Supers.
key. Very convenient.
Oh, it's possible that fast switch is off this seed.
You
So it
talking about
might be
quick swap?
quick swap, yeah.
Yeah, quick swap is disabled for race seeds.
Oh, interesting. I've seen it on before for race seeds, I thought.
It depends. Well, for SMZ3 specifically.
Ah, okay, I think I might. Oh, there's flippers. Oh no. Taking the death warp. I
Mm,
think intentionally.
there was. Did they have another key? Because they could have gone down to check the.
No, they did not have another key.
All
They
right,
did not
then that was
Flip
probably
heel.
intentional.
Yeah, flip heel did not have another key. That's. But with flippers and gravity suit, all water is unlocked.
So you can go to the portal to get to Dragon. You don't have to beat up Bakun. Kaede picking up his
Moon Pearl, and then you cannot. Not only can you get to Dragon, you actually now get, after you beat Dragon, East Death World access from Metroid.
Mhm.
Actually, I believe this is just full-on East Death World access because you can swim over to East Death World now from West Death World.
Getting closer to 60 supers.
Ever so close, and that insulting single arrow on bomb trees. At least you don't have to fight it this time.
As long as you don't pick it up.
So long as you don't pick it up.
Alright, Flipeel is going to probably dip the front four of Thebes. Can't full clear without the hammer, and also dependent, so you really don't want to unless Ped's a thing.
I would say dip front four, maybe go up to attic at most, especially if it's just dungeon items like compass and less satisfying items. But I can definitely see just front four being in play too. To be fair, I'm more
Yeah,
of a
because
completionist anyways.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go to the attic, you might as well beat up blind too. But usually you see front four.
Yeah, front four. I mean, it's possible that you might not have to beat up blind this seed depending on what it has, and you might not have to free blind either if you have all the items by, you know, attic. And there's boss key on fourth, just like it's guaranteed to be. Taking the death warp. You're right. Probably going out of here now.
I just say that I appreciate the bunny sprite for Zero Suit Samus.
Oh yeah, the little baby Metroid's so adorable.
Alright, cleaning up Village of Outcasts, and then probably heading down to Race Game and probably Hype Cave. And that's our fourth bottle. Well, that we've seen.
Oh, yeah, fourth bottle, third bottle obtained, and race game. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna see Crowman soon then.
Sorry, digging.
Yeah, that's what I was confused. I'm sorry.
I'm just in the wrong world, apparently.
You're good. You're totally good. Oh, there's quick kill on Dragon.
Pretty good.
Best quick kill because it is the only intended quick kill.
Runners of this caliber can also do it with Speed Booster, but we haven't found that yet.
Exactly. Speed booster. I believe that is 2-tap speed booster that can do it, or is it higher tap than that?
All I know is I've never been able to do it.
And that is right, Laser Mike is correct. Shacktool is in Logic, so I wonder if he has anything for us today. Patty also finding the very disappointing mini Moldorm cave, and I am very sorry.
Paradox Cave.
I said mini Moldorm, didn't I?
You sure did. That's alright. We're just all over the place. It's fine.
And that is a troll on Dig Game 2 and 10 arrows. I almost said rupees for some reason.
Flip Heel's gonna make money? What's the play here?
Oh, I think I know what the play is here.
Is this Pod to Zora?
One pod to Zora, but also, I think possibly buying a potion.
For potion glitch and pod.
Either potion glitch and pod, or magic slash blue pod for health magic refill to do a like any damage boost strategy.
And we'll see what happens.
We haven't seen Hype Cave yet, have we?
Nope, their route never took them over there.
Yeah, well, it might take them over there now. We can get over here from Stump. We can get over there from Stumpy.
And it's Kaede doing the map check for Dark World and seeing what we've already seen.
Electric Saberman in chat gives us some really good advice for the 2-tap Shine Spark, which is the third button press where you hold comes much sooner than you think. Thank you, Electric Saberman.
Alright, let's see what Hype Cave has.
Well, we see a very disappointing Super Bunny, unfortunately. E-Tank gets us one closer. Oh, that's right. Ice Rod and Super Bunny. And just a hard container. Hype Cave not very hyped today.
Nope. And it looks like, well, we can't do Pyramid Catfish because we can't get across because we don't have a hammer.
We can't get. Oh yeah, you cannot get across because hammer. Wow, I completely forgot that hammer block existed. I'm so used to having it.
Yep. So the play here is buying a potion. All right, this is going to be pod.
Absolutely. And rushes in a seed can be anywhere from like 2 hours to 3 hours, depending on how fast the seed gets. I am estimating 3+ hours on this seed.
Yeah, so we're doing reduced requirements, so it's 5 crystals to get to Gannon's Tower, 5 to get into, 5 to beat Gannon, and 3 to get into Torian. So you'll see probably lower times than you usually will.
Unfortunately, this seed looks like it's trolling us a lot, which is why I'm estimating somewhere around the low 3-hour mark.
Yeah, there've been worse, but so far it's the progression hasn't been as jetty as we'd like.
Yeah, I thought it'd be in bed by midnight. Guess not. But we got our favorite little monkey pal. And good thing you do not normally get hit in this section, because if you get hit, she runs away.
Then you have to pay Kiki another 10 rubies to follow you again.
Kiki can potentially be the most expensive thing in all of Hyrule, can't she?
Alright,
And Kaede gets last bottle.
So let's see if we're bow locked or not.
Can we do it?
So we're not bow locked, so we can continue on. But Flipeel does have the potion to do the bow locked side in case it comes down to it.
True, it does take a lot to match King Zora. And Kaede also getting his grapple beam. That's important to note while Flipeel is up in pod. So Kaede entering Thieves Town, full health, so it's possible that we see a deeper dive into Thieves Town from Kaede than we saw from Flipeel, which could be very, very big.
Flipeel is electing to take the key to open up the vanilla big key chest instead of going to the back. So we'll see if this is a good spring ball.
Oh, that puts Shaq Tool in, like, really nice logic, too. And it's very possible we open a... Ooh. So now we bow locked ourselves. But we have the potion.
So there's the potion.
Yeah, I was just in pod on a seed myself, wondering either how to do Mimic Clip or something else to get past that. This is gonna probably show me how to do it. It looks like we're not oh, we are seeing a death clip. Okay. We're just seeing a death warp from Kaede too.
So you have to use the potion in the right spot to make it so that the screen doesn't lock. Don't ask me how. I just know that it involves a potion using it in a spot.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the game literally just goes, huh? And lets you through apparently. Okay, good for you, Rochison.
Alright, now, the unfortunate part about using the red potion is that it fills up your health, which makes the death warp a little longer.
Yeah, this is why we... Oh, do you have to use red potion for it?
Nope, you can use any potion for it, but the red
Oh,
potion refills your health.
and it's the easiest potion to get. The requirements for, I should say. And also obtain.
Okay, so Flippio goes back to the start of the dungeon and will now head to the back.
Having 2 keys is a great thing to have at this point in time. And now we aren't really unlocked. Oh. That is interesting because, yeah, that room you're in when you drink the potion spans exactly 2 other rooms away from it. And we're seeing Hammer Yump.
You'll see this trick a lot in key sanity modes, but in non-key sanity modes, this just saves you time.
Saves you time and saves you a key if you can warp out of there.
So this will probably be another death warp to go back to the front, and then you have a couple more checks to do after that.
Yep, we're also going to be seeing Smith Chain here
Nope.
off of,
yeah.
no, just going straight through. To be fair, Dark Maze can have 2 more keys, and I believe at least 1 check out of these next 3 is guaranteed to be a key. Not Dark Maze, the other one. Yep. We can go to Harmless Hellway now. And, yeah, I think we're going to see a saving quit soon after Hype Cave from Kaede, because he's electing to do Smith Chain now.
Yep, it's a good place to route that in, because you do all of your Dark World Overworld checks that you can do, Stumpy, Hype Cave, etc., and then you end up back in the Light World, and you can just go straight to the village again and turn in the Smith.
Absolutely. We cannot do Catfish yet, can we? Because we do not... It doesn't look like we have Hammer.
You don't need Hammer for Catfish, you just need a glove.
Oh, you just... No, but don't you need Hammer to get, like, up to Catfish?
So the answer kinda is yes. Hammer's not hard required, because you can beat Aga 1 and take the portal from there. But here you would need the Hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you can't... Wait.
Yeah, glove is
Yeah,
required.
Glove is hard
100%.
required,
Yeah.
for sure. But having... Interesting choice to go to Sank off... To go to Smith, but I guess it is a little bit faster, especially if you're not doing any other checks along the way. But we also can't do Aga 1 yet. Because
No.
we don't have the... Oh, wait, no, we can go to round via pod.
Yeah, and also, Aga 1 is largely not necessary now.
Yeah, Aga 1 is... No. No, I was thinking of the 9-peg setup, but that's not required to get around. You can just move around that. It's only directly from Link's house. I think that you have to do that. The fastest way. Oh,
Oh,
very
hi
on
there.
Pyramid.
Right, so not gonna need any hell runs today.
No hell runs, and we are very grateful. And just 20 rupees from the first iteration of Smith Chain.
Alright, so Flippio is very likely going to go up to Catfish here.
Yep, and as we said, I was thinking of the 9 pegs. Yeah, but definitely just glove required here. Nice kill on the little plant thingamajig.
Now this is a long check, but if it's something good, then Flippio's going to be in really good shape.
Yeah, there's a reason I like skipping catfish a lot of the time, but it can definitely be a very big payout if it is an actual, check to make.
Yeah, you usually want to combine it with other checks, like if you had the mirror, you can do Zora at the same time. But here, it's just on its own, so get it out of the way.
Ooh, piece of disappointment. A little bit of love,
Hmm.
but
Nothing
yeah,
doing here.
this isn't Valentine's Day. We don't need that.
Alright, so the next move for Flip Heel is doing the north side of Dark World. Shot over.
Oh,
Nope, nope.
what's this warped? What
This one
is?
takes you down.
Oh, going to Meridia.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense. Dragon. Yeah, definitely a great call here, I think. Especially if Dragon's the 5/6 crystal, because eventually you're gonna probably land up somewhere in TR if you want to get it. Oh, that's a really cool clip through these guys. I did actually not know that was possible.
Yep, you can Kigo through those. A couple of other things that you can too, but that's a really quick way to get through them.
Yeah. So, Rutstein, crystals are randomized currently in all 4 SM bosses. That's just how the seed rolled. Now, all the boss prizes are randomized, not just linked to the past ones.
So you can see crystals in Super Metroid, you can see pendants in Super Metroid, but not all the time, and you can also see Super Metroid bosses in A Link to the Past.
Absolutely. Well, boss tokens. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
the credit for the the credit for
Yeah,
the...
the credit for the bosses.
Mhm.
It would be really sick if we could see SM bosses in Link to the Past, though, and vice versa.
Not there. I assume this is a Death Orb.
I would assume so too, just because he was intentionally moving towards the enemy without swinging his sword or anything. So yeah, definitely death warping out. Yeah, going for the gravity. This is the quick kill right here. Let's see it. Beautiful execution.
Very good.
That is a very quick Dragon kill. And let's see, is this Crystal 5? The answer is... Oh, after this long cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is Crystal 7.
So
That means Ridley's a red crystal. So both...
Yeah, and it's been mentioned before.
Yeah, that's true. Both final dungeons of each game now have a red crystal.
Okay, so we have 3 crystals on Flip Heel side. We know where all 4 of the Super Metroid bosses are. You only need 3 of them. So we are 2... We're 2 crystals and 3 Super Metroid bosses away.
All things considered, I find it very possible that GT might actually be a required dive now. If we can get either Hammer, or if we can get Hammer, GT could be required.
So Hammer gives us Swamp Palace access, and I guess without the mirror, Tower of Hera access.
Without Mirror, we still don't have Swamp access, though, because
Oh,
Swamp
so
requires Mirror.
Yeah, so Mirror just gives us both of those. But you would still need Hammer to complete Swamp as well.
Is it possible that we get Mirror? Is it possible for a GT Mirror? Oh yeah, that's right. You can get the GT without Hammer. Right. Because you can just go out with, wait. Yeah, because you can go through Dark World Mountain, I think, right?
I'm thinking you can have a mirror in GT, because I'm not seeing any of the crystals that specifically require it.
Between those two... Wait, you can get the GT without Hammer. Wait. Wait.
Yeah, you only need gloves. You only need the mitts.
For GT?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm being... Yeah, because that's you just need it to warp to Dark World.
Hmm.
And from there, there's always some way. So I wonder if anybody, once they get the 5th crystal, is going to make their GT play.
And he picks up his Varia.
Yep, so we now have full armor. There's Cape. It is an invincibility item, but just going to reset it on Flipheel's side.
Interesting. Deciding that was not worth the keep.
I don't know, because it is good for a faster Gannon. But it's like, it's faster to not take it, I think, and just save that time from running back rather than taking the Gannon, because you can easily do that with Burna, too. And yes, Bumper Ledge is a heart container. Sandpit 1. Let's see what we got. 10 arrows and what looks to be Spazer.
Ugh.
We're on Vanilla Beam. We're on Power Beam. We take that, right?
Nah, apparently not.
No, because you want to check the other one first.
What I find interesting is, usually if you have the means to check Shack Tool, you would do it at the same time as checking the right sandpit. So I'm surprised he didn't do that.
True, but I think he's resetting so that he doesn't have to loop around again. And if there's nothing in left sandpit, he'll reset to do right sandpit Shack Tool. It's also important to note that because Kaede did not check Pod, he does not have Spring Ball, which makes these enemies a lot easier to deal with.
You could still do the Kigo through them to get past it. You don't need Spring Ball for that specifically.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying it makes them a lot easier to deal with without having to clip through them.
Yep.
Yeah, and as I thought, a reset again. Probably going to go back to right sandpit Shack Tool. And we're going to also see a quick kill Dragon on Kaede's side. Unfortunately, we did not get plasma charging time, no microwave today.
I assume Kaide's gonna check precious missiles on the way out, because I don't think they did on the way in. Granted, we know it's nothing, but...
We know it's nothing, and we're checking the clip here, which is logical.
In hard logic, yep.
Hard logic. Second chance. See if we get it.
Yeah, this part I always have trouble with, so this is not an easy one, especially without high jump. There it is.
Is it worth it? It's Red Boom. It can help with Pod, though, but you don't need it at this point, right? You just need Bow.
Nope, it's just an extra.
Just missed the quick kill on Kaide's side, and yep, going right back down, grab that Spacer, probably gonna go grab Shack Tool, too. Imagine if Shack Tool's Plasma.
It'd be nice, but we're sort of looking for something maybe a little bit better than Plasma.
Hey, Plasma's my favorite beam.
A lot of people's favorite beam.
Yeah, no, it's much more for the troll factor of space than immediately replaced with Plasma.
This is true. Alright, Kaede getting their crystal number 7.
Crystal 7, that's our 3rd crystal out of 5. So let's hope that there's a quick one soon.
Did a little bit of a think there, but opted to pick up the missile tank. Again, before getting charged, pick up whatever ammo you can.
Okay, Kaede just doesn't know how to clip through the ohms currently. But also there is...
Yep, and here's Precious Missile, which we know is nothing, but...
Yeah. Waterway and Plasma Pirates are the only 2 SM checks not in logic right now.
Well, not even not in logic, but you can't even check them. Like, there's...
Well,
you can see what's at Plasma, but you have no way of killing the Plasma Pirates. You need either Screw Attack, or you need Speed Booster, or you need Plasma.
Yeah, but at least you can check what's there.
Yeah, but you'd have to, save scum that. So you have to reset out.
Unless it's one of those 3 items. But good luck with that.
There would be some interesting logical implications for that. It would basically mean that at least one of those 3 items was accessible somewhere else. Because logic will never tell you that you needed to go in there to get it. You have to have a way out, or it's illogical. Pseudo Scroll also kills, but we don't have that either. So Flip Heal is probably going to go straight across and probably do the initial Meridian checks. Things like Mama Turtle, Crab Supers,
Easy
etc.
Street. Well, you can see Easy Street, you can't check it.
Yeah, you can see Main Street, but without Speed Booster you can't get it.
Jeez, I'm messing up all these names today.
I mean, Main Street is easy if you have the Speed Booster for it, but...
Oh, absolutely, and if you remember exactly which part to speed boost off of.
Mm-hmm.
I have many times in the past just forgotten to Shine Spark up from the plant.
Yep. If you do the short charge from the next cliff up, there's a way to get the right position too, but that's a much different setup.
Much different setup and a much easier setup too. And I think Kaide's just gonna go for saving going into the sand pits now. You're not missing. He's not missing much, is he?
No, there was really nothing in the sand pits besides Spazer on the right side.
You're not even missing anything on. All right, so Main Street's just missiles. Crab Supers are just red rupees.
Mm-hmm. All right, time for Mama Turtle, and that's probably it because they checked everything up at the yellow portion of Meridian, and there was really nothing there besides a cape.
Which you save scummed out of. Mama Turtle E-Tank is an E-Tank. Yeah, you might as well go for the free refill.
And extra bombs, or the ability to carry extra bombs.
Better than blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, at this point, do you just go to lower norfair?
The lower Norfair Hell Run is never in logic, so...
We have area.
We do. So yeah, that might be the play. I think if there's any reason why you wouldn't, and I can't think of one, so yeah, that's probably the play here.
Yeah, go do show and tell, do whatever. It's very... And plus you can go into Mire Shed after Golden Chorizo.
So not only is lower Norfair the play, we didn't do like Cathedral or Bubble Mountain, so depending on where Flipia wants to go, like...
Plus
right,
you
so,
can now do Crumble Tower.
Yep.
Mock Vault, at least.
So... Yeah,
Nice space jump up to Shack Tool on Kaide's side, by the way.
Yep. So here's the interesting thing, because as soon as I said it, I thought, wait, if lower Norfair is accessible now, Lapeel could save time by just going straight down to lower Norfair and skipping the Bubble Mountain checks until they get out of lower Norfair, because it's going to drop them off right there.
Yeah, that requires going to Crocomire area, I think, for a little bit, though, right? Because that's how you can get to the portal from there. You can skip the main Bubble Mountain checks here, up to here, and go down.
Yeah, you'd have to glitch down there and then space jump across, but this is fine. It's largely routing, and it's extremely nitpicky, but it's, something I noticed.
Absolutely. Plus, you always could find progression up here that helps with LM. Something like charge,
Mm-hmm.
plasma, um, more ammo. Missiles on speed booster missiles, and just a little bit of love.
Yep, Kaede reset out of something.
Shactual. Yeah,
Yep,
he didn't take space. He didn't take Spazer either. I don't think he's gonna come back for Spazer at all.
likely not.
Overall, this just feels like a very main weapon light seed for us. A lot of ammo, not so much on the beams, not so much on the swords.
Yeah, it is very possible the beams are just chilling in Gannon's tower, and we're just never going to find them.
Depends on if we go to Gain's tower or not. It could be very much a play to find progression for the other three, and you might as well just find them in progression.
Yeah, we'll see.
We are still currently locked out of all 4 boss token dungeons, so it's definitely possible.
All right, Full Appeal is going to show us Double Chamber and Wave Beam.
Wave beam being just a little bit of money, but might as well get the aerial sponges this time. And everybody, please give some cheers to Kaede once he gets this clip. Oh, there's Master Sword and Wave Beam.
Okay.
Finally, our second sword.
By the way, if you haven't already, give these runners a follow. They're putting on a great show for us, and
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Kaede was not too happy about the boomerang at the in what is the name of this room? Aqueduct? Aqueduct.
Yeah, Aqueduct clip. I honestly would have been happy with that just because it helps with pod. It helps you get. I think it helps with the switches and specifically. Not much help, but it's a little bit. And we finally find Ice Beam.
Very good. That'll
That's
save
what
some time in Torian once we get there.
That will definitely save time in Torian. And high jump. We take
That's yep, and
That
that's going to
is-
make lower norfair a lot cleaner.
that. And possibly help with the Metroid skip if we can do that on Flip Heel's side.
Gonna want to find a few more items to make that a little bit better, like Wave Beam. But I'll absolutely take it.
Yep, and that is also our second required sword. Every sword at this point is now optional, but tempered is very useful.
The Gannon fight becomes a lot easier with tempered than with master.
Ultras, it totally makes sense. Snail clipped 6, 7 times, you know. On a restream at that, it could definitely be pressure, and finding Boomerang, which is, yeah, I can definitely agree, it can be very laggy, especially when streamed. I would probably be on tilt mode too, if I were kiting. Going up to Plasma.
Yep, so this is going to be the check that you can't do anything with, but it's going to be information. And it's also why we saw the missile spam, because this is going to be a reset and they're just going to get all their missiles back.
Oh, absolutely. Kaide's gonna... It's gonna be a missile reset. Imagine if we see... It's just an E-tank. Reset out of here.
And here's Croc.
Croc is, well... Croc. We don't have charge, we don't have plasma, so we can't one-shot him, but, Blood Peel making a very nice work of him. 2 missiles on a super. Or 3 missiles, or whatever. Every given time. I thought I saw a super at one point. But no, it's just missiles. And a short work of Crocomire. Adorable little thing. Little little bit creepy, but still adorable. But yeah, he's gone. Just for 300 bucks.
Katie is going to pick up Spazer, which is fine.
Yeah, if you're still on Vanilla Beam, you might as well pick up Spazer. I know it's not the best beam to have, but it's something. Here's the Crocoskeleton. I think is there one pot item?
I do not remember. Yeah, I honestly don't remember if Helmetsore has anything or not. Oh, our tracker, Maddie
oh yeah,
Walker,
there
says
is.
there is an
Yep,
item.
there is an item on the boss. Confirmed. Thank you very, very much to Maid Walker. Maddie Walker. Is DP in logic?
EP is in law. I don't think we have the book. And I don't
Wait,
think we
Mirror's
have
on
the mirror.
Croc? Oh shoot, Mirror's on Croc.
Okay, that's what I was missing. I was gonna be like, huh, but we need a mirror, and apparently the answer is the mirror.
There we go. And that puts most of my GT fantasies out of commission if we find a hammer, because that's three, that would make 3
Okay, so let's see.
Super Metroid
So,
crystals.
alright, so DP is, well, not full clear, but hey, there's a plan.
Not quite right after, but soon enough after that Spazer. It's worth it for a little bit, but, move aside, the better beam's here now.
You don't turn it down for sure. Alright, so Mirror puts Desert Palace into logic. It makes Tower of Hera accessible. We did find a lamp, right?
We have lamp.
Alright, so that
TP, I
means
believe,
Tower of Hera is clearable, so that's 2 Metroid dungeons.
We don't have boots, but it could be its potential for a full clear DP.
So we're still missing Swamp, so we still need a hammer for Swamp, and we need a bow for Eastern.
And we also still need something for our last crystal dungeon, whether it be TR, Skullwoods, or Mire. If we get to Fire Rod, at this point just do Skullwoods. I don't think we're going to see a TR today.
Well, you still need a hammer for Turtle Rock.
That's true, but I still don't think we're going to see Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I mean...
Just because if you get everything for Turtle Rock, you still can just use it in Skullwoods, and we're close to the end for it anyways.
Right. Yeah, so if we're just looking at the Metroid dungeons, I think hammer's required because you need hammer for 2 of them.
Oh, that's right. If Mire's Ether Quake, we are good to go. Like we could very well be in go mode right now if Mire's Ether Quake Thoron's right, because we have access to it via lower norfair.
Do we not still need hammer though, regardless?
I don't think we actually need. Yeah, we don't need it for Mire.
Well, we don't need it for Mire, but we still need 3 of 4 Metroid bosses, and
Oh, that's right.
and we need
That's right.
and
Oh,
hammer locks 2 of them.
Or bow, because hammer doesn't lock 2 of them. It only locks 1 of them.
Oh, right, because I'm mixing up Turtle Rock. I thought that was a
all good.
Metroid boss.
TR being
Okay.
our red crystal. It is very possible that Bow is on Pyramid Fairy, because it is not required to be Gannon.
Okay, well, we'll see, because Flipeel is going to take the save, and I assume the save is for, Old Terizo?
I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see GT this siege. We're in fast Gannon. And, yeah. So, GT this seed is not gonna have anything. Well, it could have something.
And its
But it
tower is not going to have anything, because we're in Lower Norfair, so Gold Terizo might be something.
GT will have something. Whether it be good or bad, I don't know. But a gate glitch is possible, and choosing to skip the showcase showdown.
Yeah, if the one item's nothing, then you don't want to fight Golterizo. It's a tough fight without Charge Beam, and the close to the minimum amount of ammo to do it. So,
Well, at least we have enough energy for it.
all right, so
Plus
he's
another
gonna go.
E-tank out here.
Yep, he's gonna go into the room and just check it, and if it's nothing, then reset out.
This
Uh-oh,
gets
that's a
into
book.
Oh!
Oh no, you definitely want to reset out and come back in the right way because you want
Yeah.
that book and you want that wave.
Yeah, you're gonna want both. And that might have, I mean, it doesn't unlock anything now, but it does at least give us some checks. Book isn't as
Yeah,
required, but
book is not required for desert entry, but it's 2 tablets and you don't know what's on those tablets.
and it's also ped check. Imagine hammer
Which
ped.
we're hoping not, but
Imagine hammer ped.
I don't
It
want
cannot
to.
be. It cannot be. It's ice is a pet. Ice is a crystal.
Mm, ice is a pendant, but yeah, you're right.
That's what I meant. Ice is a pendant. That's the same reason it cannot be bow on ped. Silver's on ped would be interesting though.
I would imagine the runners can do the Silver's fight without a problem.
Oh, that's true. But completionists like myself, who don't know quite as much about how to use Silver's Gannon, would be having a hard time. And Kaida getting his ice beam. Again, going in norfair here. So again, I think just currently tracing flip heel steps. About to get a little bit of disappointment here, but ice beam's good enough for today. Oh wait, no, we have high jumps. Why did I forget about high jumps?
So Flip Heel is going to pick up the Bookmador here, fight Gold Chorizo to get the Wave Beam, and then probably head to the Mire.
Yeah. Last thing we're really wanting now is what? Charge beam for full beam combo? And that's stand up.
Yep, that's something the runner's going to be looking for on the way, but if they hit Go Mode without getting it, I don't imagine they go look for it.
Oh, absolutely. If you hit go mode along the way, you go for it. You have enough ammo. It's just at this point, if you get along the way, it's bonus. It's icing on the cake. See, I mean, we can grab Tempered Link on the way, I think, too. But that's just because we know where it is and it's very quick.
Yep, and we have the mirror now, so that's an easy pickup.
Choosing not to do Wave Beam. What?
I'm not sure I like that, because
What?
you already did all the work.
You just did all the work for it, but no Wave Beam? Oh, you know what? Going to Meyer first, probably. Could be going back here after Meyer to grab Wave.
It's still here in the room.
Oh, Bobo's Meyer!
Well,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
alright, well, we're looking for Bombos, maybe.
Checkerboard. I'm rooting for Checkerboard to have the third sword just so we can get Gold Sword. To have a slightly easier Ganon at this point.
And Bombos may not be required if we can just ignore TR and Meyer.
But that means we have to guaranteed get Fire Rod. So it's Bombos or Fire Rod for Go mode.
So, again, we can ignore 2 crystal dungeons. So it's just which 2D you skip.
And at this point, it's looking like TR and Meyer might be the best ones to do.
Which means you need everything else, which means you need...
Fire Rod.
Yeah, well, you need... What do you need Fire Rod for?
Skull. Skull's the last
Skull
minute.
is right. So right.
And you can do Ridley.
So you need the bow for Eastern. No, that's a Metroid boss. Never mind.
No, but you still need bow for Eastern.
You need
It's a
bow
Metroid.
for...
We
yeah,
have
you need bow for Eastern.
very few. We did not check Desert Ledge yet. Desert Ledge is just a missile pack. Taking it. Why are you not taking Wave Beam? That's an interesting question now to me. Why no Wave Beam?
If you're on ammo only and you're just deciding I don't want to look for charge, then that's defendable.
It is, but you also have just a much easier time in Metroid with Wave Beam in general, and it doesn't cost that much time to grab. You already reset to get all the way around.
Yeah, that's
And we
like...
found our fourth sword. And it is Pegasus locked.
Yep. Yeah, so, like, it can go either way, whether you grab Wave Beam or not. You could... Either way is defendable, because how much time is it? But at the same time, we've already done 3 of the 4 Metroid bosses, so how much time is it actually saving? That's debatable, but
Considering you're
whatever.
traversing through the rest of Lower Norfair, and
Yeah.
then you have, it's also a bigger hitbox for Plasma specifically. So
Yeah,
that's
but,
nice. And that
but,
helps with the Turian.
but I mean, regardless, like we could Monday morning quarterback that all day, but
Absolutely.
In the moment, it's like grab it or not, and you just make the decision. So
Yeah, at least it was a quick decision. So,
so
I'm personally rooting for Fire Rod on Land Molus. It's easier go mode to do. And we are seeing, I believe, we're gonna see, I think, the exact same check of Showcase Showdown on Kaede's side. Going in
see
now.
where let's see where he goes.
Except he did not get Plasma, because that is in Croc. Oh, that was a first try!
Very good.
Oh, we're gonna see one of the more interesting land moles. Ice Rod land molas.
Very nice.
Yeah, definitely Showcase. Oh, not going to Showcase Showdown, just going to Mire. Power Bombs.
And that's great token. 1 down, 2 to go.
Indeed. So we know Hair is fully in Logic now, so I think that's going to be the next one, especially if we get out after Mirror.
Alright, so Flip Heel is gonna go back to the mining area and probably take the portal back to Lower Norfair and clean that up.
And that's also a possibility for, Oh, Flip Heel didn't do a Gina yet.
And Kaede gets the full shield, the mirror shield.
Oh no, that's lag. That's lag. Kinda going back to Lower Norfair. Is it... I honestly, I agree that shields are awesome in just a playthrough perspective too. Unfortunately, I have to say that from a speedrun perspective, it's gonna lose you a little bit of time due to lag.
It has to do with the amount of heart
Oh,
containers you
God,
have
it's in
as
that
well.
mirror!
All right. Oops. That's unfortunate.
Kinda didn't do Croco. Oh, hard count does? Interesting.
Yeah, and it's also not just the
Flip
mirror.
Heel did not skip checkerboard. Flip Heel did, yeah, it was PBs.
Yeah. So, the lag just counts having a shield, not necessarily the mirror shield. So as long as you have a shield with a high heart count, then it's gonna cause the lag, which is a minor amount, but it's...
Yeah, it's minor, but it adds up, right?
So as soon as you accidentally grab that first one, you're just in for a penny, in for a pound. And you just... If the other ones come in, then sure.
In which case, go Mirror Shield, at least it reflects more beams than, the Red Shield does.
Appeal is gonna... Yep, it's gonna farm supers. Ooh,
Screw! Oh, that is interesting.
that is a very conveniently placed screw attack.
Indeed it is. And very good for Lower Norfair. Oh, yeah. This is gonna save some time on this room specifically if it hasn't already. And I think just kind of going through escape is gonna prove that this is gonna be a little bit of a different kind of escape. Flip Heels.
Well, Flip Heel hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. So we can easily see. Oh, actually, we might see the Mickey Mouse checks get supers then too. At the moment,
Getting bullied by the pirates, but gets up
yeah.
there.
And this is why we love Screw Attack. These gold pirates only die to one thing, and that is, well, their body
Missiles.
surrounded by a glowing force field called Screw Attack.
Yeah, Kaede did shoot him down with missiles before.
Oh, they died of missiles too?
They sure do.
Yeah, not as easily. Ooh, gonna go for the quick jump out of Mickey Mouse. Considering Ice Palace is a pendant, I don't think Ice would be, well, and yeah, these rooms would be pretty nice with Wave, but they're still doable without it. And you're going now through Acid Escape, where Kaede is going into Ridley. Again, a little bit ahead in terms of boss count at the moment. No, actually, behind because he does not have Desert, because he does not have Mirror. But getting ahead into Ridley. But again, we still gotta find that Mirror and do Krako on Kaede's side.
So Kaede absolutely has enough ammo for this. You need 30 supers, and 41 is absolutely enough. Flip Heel will also have enough by the time he gets there.
So Hammer is absolutely required in Swamp Palace, and in places like TR, and even Ice Palace if we want to do a fulfillment route.
And Pod to get to Helmasaur.
And yeah, Pod to get to Helmasaur, but that's also a pendant at this point.
So we hope it's not required.
Absolutely not. We really hope it's not required. That would be very much not nice. Now, Ridley having progression would be very nice for both runners here because they do them anyways for a crystal.
And that's our other red crystal, number 5.
Just a missing pack.
But without charge, might as well.
Charge. Yeah. Finding charge would be interesting. And, oh yeah, Kaede didn't even check Gold Teresa, did he? So he has no idea about Book, he has no idea, which is his access into Desert. Unless he finds Mirror.
Oh, that's... Oh, what a conundrum that is.
That is unfortunate. Missing both Desert access.
So, this is 553, so you can skip one Metroid dungeon. So, if it's going to be Desert, that means Kaede would now need
Swamp. Which
Swamp.
means you still need Mirror.
Yep, so he's definitely going to have to go to Croc. And then that leaves him for Metroid bosses. The Bow for Eastern.
And Hammer for Swamp.
And Mirror for Desert. So Mirror takes care of Swamp and Desert, needs the hammer for Swamp.
It takes care of Hera and Desert at least.
Yep. And that's a Ridley down for a Flip Heel.
Hi Mike, how you doing?
Alright. Yeah, there's still a lot of pieces to the puzzle missing for both of our runners.
Absolutely. And for those of you who just came in, please follow both of our runners, Kaede Rikawa and Flip Heel, as well as my co-commentator, Crazy Gamer, and our tracker, Maidwalk Herd.
Alright, so...
And currently also known as Matt Ewok Herd.
So, Kaede found a fire rod at Firefleas. And that's more of the puzzle.
Is that just go mode?
Let's see.
Because...
Fire rod gives access to
not fully.
Skullwoods TR,
It doesn't give access to TR because we need hammer, right?
You are correct.
But it does give access to enough pens to get into GT. GT Dream is alive.
GT requires, what was it, 2 or 3?
GT requires 5. We have 4 crystals right now.
Yes. I was just mentioning that because, as mentioned earlier, GT can have Super Metroid progression. So I'm wondering, does that factor into this at all?
It can also have Link to the Past progression if it's related to Super Metroid. Boots and GT. Bow and Arrow Hammer can be in GT, as can Boots, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's even 774. That could be a possibility if Boots were not needed before that.
And Flip Heel picking up his Fire Rod in Fire Fleas. Man, this would have been great with Wave, huh?
Well, Kaede didn't find it, so...
That's fair. I shouldn't be making that joke for Kaede.
Yeah.
He didn't find it.
But going down to Croc now, so Kaede will absolutely find the mirror, and we'll see how much that changes the calculus. No, just kidding. Oh, okay. Taking the save at Croc, just in case it's nothing. That's another E-Tank for Flip Heel, now having 11 out of the 14. Kaede on their Croc fight. This will be pretty easy. We have more than enough ammo for it. And another unfortunate thing about the Wave Beam is that it would have made Speedless Speedway a possible option, so without that, we have to go through Cathedral a long way. Alright, what's Flip Heel's next move? I assume going to A Link to the Past, because there's really nothing left we can do here. Ooh, consider going to Ice Beam, because he saw Crumble Tower before, but he didn't see Ice, and decided not to. It's not a terrible location, so you can go back to it whenever, but opting to go to Hera, it looks like, and that is going to be his second Super Metroid boss kill, and we'll see if there's anything in the 2 items here, and Kaede picking up his mirror, so that's his desert access. And Flip Heel's going to check Ether Tablet. Nothing doing there. Alright, so here's the Hera dip, and this is full clearable, and with the hookshot can do the Hera pot, if they know how to do it. Nice, I assume they do. Important not to pick up that item, because if you do while it's in the air, it does screw up the Hera pot. Perfect. Okay, so we've already found one item. That was the 10 arrows that was in the first chest. Alright, so it's a 50-50 if the second item is on Moldorm or if it's in the basement. That's not how you get to Moldorm. Okay, is making their way out of Croc. Obviously not going to reset because found the mirror. This Moldorm fight's going to be pretty easy. You can do sword spins, and it's the same as doing tempered sword slashes, and that's just 3 hits. Easy peasy. Last item's in the basement, and that's a Dragon kill. That is 2 Metroid Mosses down, 1 to go. And in terms of crystals, we've got 4, and we need 1 more. So 1 of each, and we can go to Gannon. And Mother Brain too. Lapeel electing to go to the basement. Don't blame him for this. You don't want to leave any items behind. Very nice. Alright, Kaede is back in lower Norfair. And the second item in Tower of Hera is nothing. Kaede is probably going to check Gold Terizo and be maybe a little sad that they missed the Book of Mudora and the Wave Beam on the first pass-through. Lapeel, on the other hand, is resetting to Sanctuary, and this is probably another dip into... Oh, this is going to be the Skullwoods play because we picked up the Fire Rod. Oh, Kaede only had 6 supers going into this, so that was probably what the save was for. And the Green Gate glitch is not free. Like, sometimes you get it on the first shot and you're feeling like, yeah, I did it. It's awesome. And then sometimes you don't get it. So taking the safety save is just it's fine. Don't blame for that at all. Alright, Flip Heal on the way to Skullwoods. Gonna head to the back. There it is. Okay, he's gonna farm up some supers, because it's a good room for it. Nope, Kaede is just gonna go straight into Mire and, by extension, Desert, now that he's got the mirror. Alright, so Flip Heal is going to be doing the Master Sword. Mate will fight. Not bad. And that's another crystal. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by my count. So that's all the crystal dungeons needed. Just needs to get one more Super Metroid boss token, and then Flipeel is going to beeline into the pyramid. Still need to get an item that will unlock that, though. So there are 2 Super Metroid boss dungeons left. Eastern and Swamp Palace. If we find the bow, we're good. If we find the hammer, we're good. So Flipeel is in Go -1, which is one of bow or hammer. Alright, so Flipeel, it looks like he is going to take his mirror, and where's he going with that? Oh, he's going to do Smith Chain. Kaede did, I think, part of the Smith Chain. With the mirror and the flippers, the sword on the island is accessible, and the tempered... It's probably worth picking up, because the tempered sword is going to save enough time on the Gannon fight to make that worth it. Meanwhile, Kaede is going to clean up Desert. That would give him his first Super Metroid boss token. So Flipeel's gonna check 45. Unfortunately, without the boots, can't really take advantage of the shenanigans you can do with the purple chest to make it easier to, or quicker to cash it in. So probably just gonna take it through Dark World and just walk the entire way, which is fine. It's not like the seed is giving you another choice in the matter. So Kaede's Lambo fight is going to be a little bit easier than Flipeel's because the Fire Rod is just a little bit better than the Ice Rod. Gets Power Bomb for the trouble and a Crate token. And that's normal bombs out of the purple chest. This is probably going to be a Bombos check as well. Might as well get it while you're here. Meanwhile, Kaede is going to check a Gina. Mambo's tablet is going to have for us just missiles, not what we're looking for. Once again, Flipeel is looking for a bow or a hammer for Go mode.
I just realized I've been talking for the past, like, 30-40 minutes, and I have not been on this active tab. So nobody can hear me.
And it hasn't been 30 or 40 minutes, but it's been an amount of time. But welcome back.
Thanks. I've been trying to talk this entire time.
No worries, that'll happen.
Thanks for caring.
Yeah,
Thank you for caring.
Yeah, it's also your first time commentating, so, you know, that'll happen.
Absolutely. But I did want to say a few real quick. Oh goodness. They both combined. They've only found one male, and that was on goodness, Crumble Tower. So both of them have been going through this entire game with just green armor because Flipeel's the only one who found it. And, well, making the play into swamp, that is interesting. You can access a few checks here without hammer.
You can check one thing. This first check is always the small key, because we're not playing key sanity. So
Yeah,
one check is available, and that's it. So
but one is better than none.
yeah, and if this one is something really good, then you're glad you came in here.
Absolutely, and if it's not, well, you can mirror out. It's Bo!
And that's go mode for Flip Heel. That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Wow, what a play.
That is one of the most amazing plays, but also trolly plays the Siege could have given us.
Yep. All you had to do is just dip swamp without a hammer.
Dip the
Obviously.
hammerless swamp, go mode into Eastern. We are in full on go mode. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see a pickup for oh no, we're not. I think we're just going straight to Eastern at this point.
Yep.
Possibly pick up on the way to Gannon. Get your sword after Eastern Flip, because it's
Yeah.
on the way to Gannon.
Yep. Easier to get the sword when you're in the Dark World, so wait for that there. Not a huge problem. Also, get some potions while you're at it.
It's just free heals, always a great thing for us.
Alright, so normally you have to sort of figure out what your, how much time you have left when you're in go mode, but because this is Fast Ganon, we're probably 15 minutes out, if I had to guess.
Oh, I would say even less than at this point. Even if you're grabbing sword, I'm guessing closer to like 12, 13.
We'll see, but Flip Heel knows what he's doing. He's gonna...
Absolutely.
Yep. Gonna go to Eastern.
I don't think straight to Eastern though. I think he's grabbing tempered first.
Yes. Yeah, this is a good route, because you can do this and then just keep going west to get to Eastern.
Yep. And I think we might be seeing it sub 230 here on Flip Heel's side, depending on how quick he does Eastern Ganon and Mother Brain combined.
Also, while we were freaking out about Bo in Swamp, Kaede cleaned up Skullwoods and now has
Great Skullwoods.
Yep, and now has his 5th crystal. So
Yeah.
now he will be looking at the Metroid boss token dungeons.
I'm hoping that Kaede dips Swamp earlier, just so we can get a little bit of gap time shortening.
Yeah. So what are Kaede's options here? They can do first check of Swamp, which is an extreme high roll, or
Grave Ledge.
Graveyard Ledge is optional. Is an option too, because you have the mirror.
What if Grave Ledge is hammer?
Then Kaede is also in go mode? Question mark.
I would think so, right?
Let's see. Hammer makes Swamp Palace accessible.
And it gets his bow anyways.
And Mirror, he already has Mirror, so Hair is accessible. So I'm surprised he's not just going to... And that's a hammer!
My goodness!
Okay, so...
Speaking, you shall appear.
Uh-huh. So this is going to be interesting. So we know Kaede is in go mode, because he can go to Swamp. He's going to see the bow. Well, he may not see the bow if he just goes straight to the back.
I think you still see it though, because you do need at least boss key for Swamp, right?
No. The big key only opens up the big chest. It does not open up the back.
Yeah. So, all right. Get your bets in chat. Is Kaede gonna see Bo or not?
Well, we'll see. So, Kaede is going to the potion shop, the same that Flip Heel did. So that's... Yep. I would assume Kaede also gets tempered on the way.
I would hope so. Tempered is just massive damage upgrades. Probably the most impactful one in the game. Alright, one more room until Armos Knights. And, yeah, 3 minutes till hitting go on both sides. But, oh wait, it's possible that if Kaede goes Swamp first and then Hera, it's possible he doesn't even do Hera and does Eastern instead. if he sees Bow.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it faster to just go straight to the back of Swamp, or is it faster to mirror out and go to Eastern? Like, that's sort of the thing you have to decide right away. Alright, so Kaede picks up his Tempered Sword, which is expected. And now we'll see what the play is now. I assume it's the Swamp now that we have a hammer.
Yeah, that's what it's looking to be. Close to Swamp, yeah. Yeah, we're going to Swamp.
Now,
And
mind you, Kaede is a Hera behind, so like this is not a
yeah,
race, but it's
we're rooting for Kaede at this point to get a good time for himself.
so Flip Heel is took care of Eastern right away, and this is the play to the pyramid, and we are gonna go fight a pig.
Yeah, with Tempered in hand, no silvers, but we kind of don't need them if we're on this caliber of speed. Flip Heel is at 219, fighting Gannon.
For the rest of us, we're gonna see we're gonna get the hint of where silvers are, but that's as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And Gannon
Actually,
with some cheese facts.
I don't even think we get the hint anymore on
We do.
silvers. Oh, we do? Oh, it's only if we have them that we don't get them.
If we don't have a bow, Gannon taunts us by saying, "You don't have a bow, you dingus."
If we have bow but no silvers.
Then he tells us where the silvers are. Well, in what world or in what dungeon.
Okay. We do both. Okay, that's what that is. See, I generally see bow and silvers just because.
Kaede just walked right by it.
No. This is gonna be so slow for you.
Yeah, well, again, he's in go mode. Like, he can do Hera and he can do Swamp. So
True.
So this is understandable, but we know that the bow's right there.
Yeah, we know bow's right there. And no chests are required in this dungeon either for Swamp, right?
Nope, you just gotta get the requisite amount of small keys from the pots.
Oh, GT.
We were never getting those.
We were never getting those, nope. Alright, torch glitch activated. Spin. Spin on Gannon.
Yep, this is what you gotta do. You gotta spin as he's disappearing, and that counts as a hit.
Yep. Wow, it's as disappearing. Is this still intended then in game?
I don't know.
But either way, it looks like first G in the chat soon to be for not quite yet.
We got a little more to go.
Yeah, a little bit more to go, but not much. We're on, I think, the 11th spin here. It only takes 12 with Tempered, right?
I believe so.
There's 12. Alright, so single G in the chat for Flip Heel.
Defeats Gannon at about 221.39.
Yeah, I think a sub 230 could be very well possible. G's in chat. Alright, just save and quit out, reset to Metroid. Oh, choosing to go to the port. Yeah, just choosing now to reset to Metroid. Silver Cent is in GT. In my tower.
And that was never going to happen because
they're in go mode.
They're in go mode.
Not only that, Kaede doesn't even have the bow. So it's very possible we see the bow taunt on Kaide's side.
Very possible.
Probably.
Alright, so Flip Heel is going to take the ship refill, which is absolutely necessary because we did not find charge.
Alright, pretty good Argus. Not quite the quick kill yet on Kaide's side. It's unfortunate. So we're gonna have a 1 or 2 cycle.
Yeah, Tar. The hint was Gannon's tower.
Yeah, GT for sure. Let's see. We're in Metroid now. Flip Heel not moving for some reason.
Flip Heel doing a think. I think he's probably doing math to see if he actually has enough ammo to do this, and he does. I think he does.
Yeah, he has enough. 130 missiles plus 45 supers. Plus, you'll be able to conserve, if you really want to conserve supers, just power bomb the Metroids. But they give you supers anyways.
Yeah, this is the math works out because he does have Ice Beam, so he could do Zeb Skip and save some missiles. Flip Heel's fine.
Yeah, flip heel's fine.
I was kind of like, whoa, like, where you going there, buddy?
Yeah. Um, again, Kaede, Tarthorn making the correct call that Kaide's probably going for Gannon before Hera.
Just
To me, it makes sense here at this point. Just
yeah,
get him
it's
out of the way. You're right here.
it's routing.
Plus, you can always save quit out to Mountain Cave and do that really quickly. I just hope he doesn't go to Torian after doing Gannon. Because that would be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, you get to Torian and then get Golden 2.
Yes. Scoopy, I believe, did that yesterday on stream in the race too. So I just don't want that to happen again to somebody.
Okay, Flapeel corralling the Metroids into a corner and then getting them both with one super. Very good for conservation of ammo.
Absolutely, and Kaede showing off the advantage of a cave here just to get a very quick phase 2 out of the way. And into phase 3 on Gannon.
Very good.
Let's see, Metroid room. Oh, this is beautiful movement. Barely any damage, and a single super takes him out. What a move.
Yep. Gannon says, "You have no bow, dingus."
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this on the YouTube because I missed it. I was watching Flip Heel's movement. And now the question comes: are we gonna try to see? Are we gonna try to go for Metroid Skip?
I honestly can't see it. Without Wave Beam, you have to shoot the shoot the barriers a lot. So yeah.
Alright, that is a great torch glitch, I guess. Alright, how many spins are we on in phase 4 for Kaede?
I wasn't looking.
Alright, I think it's only a few more though. Good disappearance, yeah. But a very, very, very far along Metroid drain. Goodness. I honestly feel like... Alright, G's in the chat for Kaede.
Taking down Gannon at around 225.50.
Yeah, taking down 225.50. And that's going to give us... Yeah, we're definitely resetting health and we're resetting missiles at this point, right? You want all the ammo you can get from Mother Brain, especially if you don't have charge.
Yeah, so the thing is... if Flipfield thinks he doesn't have enough missiles, what he's going to do is he's going to shoot the eye door with missiles, shoot the pink door with missiles, and then come back and refill. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing.
He doesn't think he has enough. That's interesting. No, he has enough. He just wants to conserve for supers.
Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's going to destroy... he's going to Zeb Skip. He's going to destroy all the Zebs and break the glass completely, and then come back and refill.
It's possible he doesn't even come back and refill, though, right?
No, he has to.
Oh,
If he's doing this, he has to refill.
Yep, doing all that.
Alright, so he's choosing not to break the glass, which is fine.
Yeah, that might be enough ammo. Yeah, I think that's a really heads-up play from Flip Heel at this point. Just to take your refills when you can.
And he's going to take the save in Turian too. So this is the right... well, nope, just kidding. He's gonna take the refill first, and then if he's gonna save, he's gonna save.
Yeah. Kaede almost getting it.
That's a soft block.
Oh no. Wait, can he not mirror? Oh, he has to save and quit.
All right, well,
you can go back to Mountain Cave at least.
Mm-hmm.
If Flip grabbed Wave Beam, he could have Zeb skipped. Kaede not even grabbing the big key. No. He's gonna have to go back up anyways, which is fine. But big key's not required. You're in go mode at this point. You don't do anything except for Molder Mount Leave require. No, it does require big key, but not if you.
Not if you Harapot.
Not if you Harapot. Yeah, not if you Harapot.
So, you can Zeb skip without wave, but it requires a different setup. You'd have to go underneath and then shoot up and diagonal to freeze the Rinka.
Very, very interesting. But at this point, again, Wave made things so much. I would think Wave made things just a little bit faster, help with Zeb skip, and
Yep.
saves ammo.
Yep. But at the same time, if you're on this plan where you're refilling your missiles because you think you don't have enough ammo, you are not Zeb skipping because you don't save time at that point.
True, but even if if you think you have enough missiles on this point, you still, I think, go for the Zeb skip just because, well, if you think you have enough missiles, you go for Zeb skip just because it's faster.
All right.
Because he has enough.
I think
60, the equivalent of 60 super missiles. We have 42 supers
42 and 101.
and 101, and I believe it's equivalent to 5 of each?
It's 6.
6. We definitely have enough then. It's only, 18 times... wait. 42, 101, 18 times 6. Wait, we might not have enough.
Well, we're gonna find out soon.
Because he only had 101, it needs 108. Yeah, he could not have missed a single thing.
I don't think it was that close. 'Cause let's see. Okay, they're cleaning up Hera and
No, we're
this
good.
is-
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good here. Okay, so if it's 5, then my calculations are completely off. But if each missile does X Factor.
We don't have charge beam, and also X Factor doesn't do anything to Mother Brain.
What's X Factor?
X Factor is the special beam that you get when you charge up your charge beam when you have only wave equipped and you have power bomb selected.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's super stick? Oh, 3 missiles? Oh, we're good then. We are so good then.
Yeah, X Factor is typically used.
It's only 6 for Ridley. Okay, that's good to know. So the fact that it's for 3, then that makes a lot of difference. Okay, single G in the chat already, so we're gonna go for the second. So Kaide's now going down to Turian.
And Flip Heal, of course, not doing stand up because no charge beam can't do it.
Yep, no charge beam, no need. So you're gonna take a little bit of a slower time here, but not having charge beam, I think, just lets you. Ooh, Kaide going for Zeb skip on less ammo than Flip Heal did on. No, I respect that. Go for the swag. And that's Baby Metroid down. And Sam's gonna get Hyper Beam. Never mess with Samus's babies. Especially if that baby just saved your life. One Metroid down on Kaide's side. And
Just
Mother
like
Brain
that.
down. 2 Gs. I believe this is where
Nope.
we put the second G in the chat? Or is it
Nope.
after escape?
Nope, that's when you get into the ship.
When you get into the ship, yeah. It's after escape, yep. Alright. Less than 3 minutes left for Flip Heel's run. And we're probably gonna see about 8 to 10 minutes, I think, on Kaide's side.
Yep, Flip Heal, you can't go down this way. You do not have speed booster.
Not as speed. Yeah. I will say, Hard Logic is definitely a different beast than I'm generally used to, but it's very fun to talk about. And I'm very glad that I'm here commentating it because it has been a blast.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very, very good to have you. Yeah, Hard Logic it puts a lot of things potentially on the table, but sometimes you'll get seeds where Varia and Gravity are in easy locations, in which case you functionally have a normal seed, it's just, it didn't roll that way.
Yeah, Kaide's currently You do need wave, and he did not pick up wave, so I think he's going for it.
Let's see it.
Oh, kind of going for the swag stretch, just misses it, but oh, so close. But again, not having wave is a big factor. Let's see, are we gonna save the animals on Flip Heel's side? I doubt it. It's another
No
20,
way.
30 second train.
No way.
It's one thing if you're like, you know, not on restream and you know a lot of people have already finished. It's another thing if you're on restream trying to win the mini race, if not the entire race. And with the time of 2:33, 55, 94.
So, Flip Heel
has finished the race.
Yep, so Flip Heel coming in first on the restream and second overall with an official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 54 seconds. Everyone get your GGs in chat for Flip Heel. Also finishing in the race is Neaterific, finishing first with a time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 58 seconds. So almost 2 minutes before Flip Heel. So that could have gone the other way had had other decisions been made.
You know, I gotta say, this is a closer race than we're used to in SMZ3. Probably because of the fast Gannon, but you know.
Fast Gannon and also the reduced dungeon requirements.
Absolutely. And that's like one of those things that makes this race just even closer. Routing and all that.
And looks like Hayate is doing the same thing where he is going to destroy the Zebs. He's also going to, looks like, destroy the glass and then refill.
Destroy the glass, definitely the right play. And then just go into refill, gives us even more ammo to save. Yeah, it's a little bit of a time sink, but you gotta do it. Yes, Link to the Past again, he did beat Gannon. He beat Gannon before he beat Hera. Yeah, we almost had Nito on stream instead of Flip, but Nito deserved a day off, so Flip very graciously volunteered, and we thank him for it. I do believe Flip will be coming on stream shortly. Yeah, here he is. Flip, welcome.
Yep, GG's, Flip.
Major GG's.
Hey, thanks very much. GG's.
So what you think?
So it's being restreamed. Good luck. I looked when I was killing Mother Brain because I usually don't look at the room, and I was like, wow, no one's done yet. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was silently noticing that too. I'm like, wow, this could be first on restream and first overall, and then Nito just sniped it from you with like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. So where to start? Going, the beginning felt okay. Going up to Rex ship, I tried to find like a little more things, and like, yeah, I don't know. It was a little nerve wracking because I was like super low health. I almost bombed the fight, but
yeah, you were you had two E tanks and one reserve, and your reserve was empty, and you ended the fight with 2 energy, if I remember correctly.
It was 2 energy. I remember that one too. So Gaide making a very bold play, by the way, and standing on the actual shoot, I forget the enemies' names, but the little Cheerio things.
The Rinkas,
yeah. And then standing on Mother's Brains with the damage boost, which was very good.
Yeah.
This is a very tight seed, Flip, so it's great to have you here as a...
Yeah, so your go mode was either one of bow and hammer, and you decided that you were going to dip swamp without the hammer, and you found the bow. And were you thinking of any other things besides the swamp dip before you did that?
So, yeah, I almost didn't want to do it, right? Because, like, there was nothing, but, it's just one of those really bad checks to do, and I don't think I had too much left. Like, the front of escape was worrisome. I had flipper checks, and it just kind of made sense, right? Because I had to go that way for the sword anyway, so,
Yep, so that routed in pretty well for you.
Yeah.
So, we can tell you that Kaede's go mode was different. His go mode was also one of bow and hammer. He found the hammer.
And actually, Hammer was on Graveyard Ledge, and I just said Hammer and Graveyard Ledge before, so that was kind of
Oh wow!
semantic
So
jump
both
there.
of them were mirror locked then. Oh,
Both of them
okay.
both were mirror locked.
Yep.
For the longest time, I was hoping for them to be GT, just so we could see GT after all.
Yeah, we didn't want that, but
Yeah, so realistically, it wasn't gonna happen because well, the hammer can't be in GT. So unfortunately, it was dead. Like once I got the fire rod in there, but I was kind of hoping maybe something with GT itself. But
yeah.
GT's always a fun one. Anything extra? Do you feel like anything extra special about the seed or no?
So I don't know. So, like I said, my route felt okay in the beginning. Like going to wreck ship, there was so much stuff in there, so that was good. But then they did the regular green and blue Bryn route, which didn't have much, but I had the gravity suit, which would have made it much easier. But then I don't know. Did the Dark World? They tried to do pretty much everything on the way. Flippers was interesting because sometimes you have that dilemma of do you want to take the Smith or go to Pod, but with the Flippers and Pod being in play, I was like, let's just go over there, and then I was gonna do I think Flipper checks after that, but then I was like I could just do Catfish into Dragon, so I did that, and then Varia was good, and then I was a little bit worried about. Not worried, but I got the mirror that was out of logic, without speed booster or wave, and then, by doing because, like, I didn't feel like I would have been okay in lower Norfair, but I figured usually you want to do the upper stuff first, just in case you find something better.
Wait, aren't wave gates in logic in hard mode?
Well, this is normal.
This is hard.
Oh, this was a hard seat.
Yeah.
oh,
Never mind then.
Well,
I'm good at reading.
casually, accidentally coming in second place on a hard seed. No big deal.
I mean, I do know all the hard tricks at least, so
Yeah, no.
I wasn't gonna skip anything that but yeah.
And I've got to say,
Amazing.
it was awesome. It was great to see you on this seed, just absolutely nailing all these tricks. By the way.
Yeah, so I've been putting a little bit of work into SM, trying to get better. So it's nice to see that some of it's coming through.
But also Link to the Past tricks. I mean, I know they're not required for logic, but I
Yeah,
think they're really
Link to the Past is my bread and butter, so that's
yeah. I know I've seen you on ALTCPR YouTube restreams as well as a lot of SMZ3 YouTube videos too.
Alright, so before Kaede finishes his up, flip heel, you had a big think at the ship before you made your way to Torian. Were you considering how much ammo you needed to do it?
yes. I actually was not sure if that was enough. I was like, I know it's close, I think.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I was very nervous. I almost didn't even want to save it like in there to be, but I was just like, let's just do it. If I'm wrong, whatever.
Yeah, that it was a safe play, and Kaede did the same thing you did, where break the Zebs first, break the glass, refill.
Yeah, and by the way, Kaede has finished on his stream,
Yep, no.
choosing to save the animals.
Yeah, it's a little.
A little too soon.
Yeah, a little too soon.
Alright, sorry. But Kaede has chosen to save the animals, by the way, so... Also, I will say, Kaede chose not to dip pod, so no spring ball.
Which, sure, but he already had gravity at that point.
Yeah, he had gravity. It helps. Especially with, like, spring jumps and whatnot, you can get some other stuff in. Wait, we already
Okay,
finished
KR,
it.
now you can do it.
Now, Kaide's finished with a time officially of 2:42:38. Second place on the restream, 7th place overall. Big GG's in chat.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see if we can get Kaede in here as well.
Yeah, it would be great. So I do know that a few of the major route variances were flip heel dipping pod. I want to say flip dipped. I think.
Well, we've got him here. Flip, what'd you dip?
Flip, what'd you dip? Yeah.
In Zelda in Zelda I did Zelda with Mitts, I did pretty much everything. I did a full loop. I did the mountain first. I pretty much full cleared SM as well, minus I skipped checking the Dragon item because it wasn't in logic, but no Bombos meant we couldn't dip TR or Meyer.
That is true, actually. Welcome, Kaede,
GG's, Kaede.
and major GGs.
Hello everyone, GG's the hill.
GG.
Yeah, so Kaede, what'd you think about that?
No comments on Super Metroid
Yep.
gameplay.
Yep,
and,
yep.
and minimal game,
Yep.
Really bad by my side.
Mini Moldor was a major disappointment. Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally get it. And you later took out your frustrations on that poor missile tank, if I remember correctly, in Aqueduct.
Yeah. I did full clear Maridia and it was
yeah.
empty, so
Oh, it was the boomerang. It was the boomerang that you found there.
yeah, and I failed the snail clip like 5 or 6 times. It was really bad.
Snail clip
don't
without
usually
high
miss
jump
it,
is
so-
so much worse. I learned that the last hard seed I did, and I didn't know that.
Okay,
It's just so
now
much
I
more
know.
precise.
Okay, thanks for the info. I will apply that to the next seed, I guess.
Yep.
Well, like you
So-
can still do it. It's just like a tighter amount of pixels at work or something.
It's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So speaking of info, both of you had the same go mode. It was one of bow and hammer. Kaede, you found the hammer at Graveyard Ledge. Flip Heel found the bow in the first chest in Swamp, and he went in without the hammer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I skipped that. I was in Go mode, so
And
That's
in
surprising.
chat,
Yeah.
and in chat, Nito just told us that boots were Swamp Compass chest.
okay.
Funny.
I was really afraid of Desert Palace because I didn't have the bow and I had the mirror instead, so it was going to be a really bad situation if it was bootlocked.
The other thing was, and I know that Flip found this, but you actually didn't go into Golden Chorizo. Both Book of Medora and Wave Beam were in Showcase Showdown.
Oh, yeah, I didn't make that because I wasn't sure if I had enough ammo. I had 45 super, so I just decided to skip it, and yeah, it worked.
Yeah, the main reason I went back, I was gonna skip it. I checked, but I like to check the items first, and then I was like, I think this is enough ammo to do it, and it just worked out. Although it led to nothing, but
Yeah, it totally makes
Yeah, I was getting destroyed overall in this seed, so yeah, whatever. One last location there. Nah, it's
Yeah. So
just something.
yeah, the end was gross. I mean, both the go mode items were hammer locked, so or mirror locked.
that was a very tense end. So I was cheering for both of you guys when you got your go mode items.
So, question for Flip. You saw Wave after you picked up Book of Medora, and you left it there. Do you want to tell us about that?
Oh my god, did I forget to get it after the fight? Whoops.
You were Flip.
I don't know.
Both
Wow.
of us were in anguish at that one.
All right. Well, you came in second anyway. It didn't really affect anything because you didn't find charge. So, all right.
Wow, that's really silly, actually. Wow, I feel so silly now because I would have just Zeb skipped. Because I don't really know the down back version, but I know the ice one. Oh wow, that feels really bad.
Yeah, so
Oops.
Zepskip might have actually, because it was less than 2 minutes, and it might have saved you just enough time.
Yeah,
To,
it's a what if. Like you
It's a what
don't
if.
know that.
True, but it's a what if, but Looking at the time
I
differential, it's
I would have been a lot more confident going into that fight, so that would have been nice.
yeah. But again, overall, it was a very nice run for both of you guys. Again, just less than 10 minutes apart, which is amazing for SMZ3 standards.
Yeah, and just to put it in perspective, Nito finished in 231.58 and Kaede finished at 242.38. So there was only a 11-minute difference between first and seventh. This was a really tight race.
And again, all of y'all did amazing jobs. Kaide, you had some beautiful tech that I was gushing over in chat, in not chat, in comms over here. So I hope you hear that on the video if you watch it.
I will check it now, just to see what Flip Hill did, and see what I missed so far, about missing something like the snail clip or all that stuff. I'm gonna review it, just to be sure that I don't play like an amateur in the next race. So
Hey, you usually beat me by a couple minutes to 10, so it's just I just got a little lucky this time.
Yeah, sometimes just again, sometimes some C's are just trolls.
yeah, for sure. Today it wasn't the day for me, I guess.
And,
I have not played since 2 weeks ago or so. So
2 weeks out
I
of
guess,
practice, and you still put up that beautiful performance.
It's not
yeah,
bad.
I mean, at least for Super Metroid, A Link to the Past, I play ladder and daily, so that's okay. But the problem is Super Metroid in this case. But anyways, it was fine, yes. Yeah. Before we close, I want to thank you again for the rest stream, and GG's again, Flip Hill. It was fun. It was fun to play in the rest stream again. So yeah, see
Right,
you
well-
on the next week, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Good
thank you
night,
very much,
everyone.
Kaede. It was a very good run, and GG's.
Thank you.
Yeah,
GG's.
GG's again, and wait, like you echoed, thanks for the comms, the restreams. It's fun to be restreamed for once on this, so thanks.
Thanks. And thanks for putting up a great performance. Remember, guys, please follow our two amazing runners, my amazing co-commentator and our amazing tracker, respectively, Flip Heel and Kai Fukawa. Why am I forgetting names now? Crazy Gamer and Made Walkard. It's almost midnight here, and I was working with kids all day.
Yep. All right. So, any closing comments, KR?
Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I cannot wait for the next weekly. Have a great night, everybody.
Yep. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next mission.